Yeah, 12 years is a long time, right? Isn't that crazy? Yo, yo, yo. Go try another browser. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, I had to use Chrome. I had to use Chrome to do it. I had to use Chrome in order to get it to do the drop connection, because I couldn't get my Purple Haze Fog of War skin. I couldn't get that until I reinstalled Google Chrome. I reinstalled Google Chrome today, guys. I don't use Chrome anymore because they're getting rid of ad block on Google Chrome. I don't know if you've heard. You won't be able to use ad block anymore on Google browsers. So I got rid of them a long time ago, but yeah, on Firefox, you just can't do it, apparently. For whatever reason, their website is just not compatible. So I had to re-download Google Chrome literally just to connect my Twitch drops to my account. I was posting in the Discord. I was having a conversation about football. Again, it's true. You guys know that thing I talk about all the time. That's probably not really that important. Hang on, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hide my chat on the side. I have my chat on the camera now. Okay, guys, the chat is on the camera now. So, hi Skyu, hi Geo James. I used Firefox and had to use another browser to make it connect successfully, and I know others were having the same issue. Yes, so I literally had this experience this morning. I went into twitch.tv, I went to Juggernaut Jason's channel. And you know what I did when I went in there, ladies and gentlemen? I lied. I cried and I complained. I didn't lie. I just cried. You know, a little bit of a Freudian slip there. You see my guilt creeping through my guilt. But anyway, I digress. Football is life. Yeah, it is. So, look at me. I already looking at OBS again. So yeah, it says everything's connected, but Twitch doesn't seem to agree. No, I had the same exact problem. Because I was trying to... What I was trying to do was I was trying really hard to get my, yeah, I got a teleprompter over the webcam now. You tried 3 different browsers? You tried Google Chrome? No luck with Chrome? Yeah, I got nothing for you there then. I got nothing there. That's... Maybe reach out to Twitch. Maybe there's an issue. Your username is a long string of random characters. Maybe you're like accidentally a 0-day exploit in their server. Like just that specific string breaks it. I got nothing. Maybe you have superpowers. If I were you, I would try to run really fast, maybe lift a truck, but you know, don't do it in a way where you would endanger yourself. Just like give a truck a little shove, you know, but like, no, don't go under, don't like try to catch one, because you could really hurt yourself doing that. But I would like just push a truck and just kind of see maybe if it goes flying or not. But that's interesting. I do not have I don't have answers for that. I wish I did though. We tried Netscape from your 1996 guys. I still have I probably have like Bitcoin or something in that old email. My old Netscape email. It's a tragedy to think about those days. Even AOL won't answer my phone calls about trying to get my old account stuff back. It's never happening, guys. Rip to the Netscape emails. I had a Netscape email as my first BattleNet account, and one day they were just like, it's gone forever now. And then they gave me an AOL email in exchange, but I didn't have any of my stuff, you know? It's tough. It's tough. Truthfully. But it is one of those things that just happens, I guess, right? In time perhaps that wound will heal as many other. I don't know. Try to believe. Try to believe, try to keep up the faith. As I get the most inspirational start to the show that we've ever done. Now I turn on the vertical stream and I think everything is working. Everything's fine. We did it. Do you ever search for old handles to see if anything exists from back then? No, I don't think there's anything to find. I tried. I went on like a deep dive once to see even if like a hack of the account had been dumped or something, like if all these old Netscape things got sold somewhere or whatever. I was like, oh, can I even acquire my old data, right? You know, and kind of see if there was anything there that I could get for it. But there's just unfortunately not a whole lot going on there. So yeah. Just not much. There are other people that have used the username in the past, I guess, if I Google it. Like, I see it show up, but it's not in anything related to me because it wasn't that original anyway. So, you know, that was my... We have informed Hassan. Hang on. Here we go. The Jets have made an announcement. Guys, the Jets made an announcement. We have informed Hassan that we will not trade him, and he is expected to be here with his teammates, and that he will continue to be fined per the CBA if he does not report. Since trade discussions back in March, we have been clear, direct, and consistent in our position. The focus will remain on the guys we have here as we prepare for the regular season. All right, hang on. I got to send this to Jared. Now it's getting... It's spicier. Spicy days. Did Frost Giant Studios stop in to GT your experience with Stormgate? Get your experience with Stormgate. It's too close to the season to work out a trade. So silly. Yeah, I know. Niners are in a similar boat with Ayuk. Guy's going to end up like Le'Veon Bell. Bro, you know what they should do? Trade Hassan Reddick for Ayuk straight up. There you go. Right? Just everybody just get your breakups over with. Let's all break up at the prom and then make out with somebody else. And then we still get a happy ending, right? We don't have to go home. We just... I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe that's a terrible example. I got nothing. If she's not into you, you should probably just walk away, really. Ayuk's gonna sell out this season, I bet. Take his value for $2 million a year. Yeah. Dude, okay, first of all, Quinnen Williams is one of the top defensive linemen in the league. And Hassan Reddick was one of the best edge rushers in the league. Like, those two next to each other would have been so hard to stop, right? Or like even just switching them on opposite sides. Like, just thinking about how we've had a top-rated defensive line that creates so much pressure without linebacker blitzes or corner blitzes or safety blitzes. The fact that like we were going to have another elite player in that spot. And I still think our defensive line is going to be strong this year, but I thought we were going to have Hassan Reddick on our team. So the Jets are trying to play hardball with him, I guess, to get him to sign a contract or something. But that's it. So yeah, I agree with you though. Hassan Reddick's going to probably do the same exact thing. He's just going to completely tank his value and just be a baby. He's on a team that's poised to go win a championship on paper. Obviously, you know, Aaron's health is always going to be a concern. But on paper, the Jets are a championship team this year. So the fact that Reddick would be like, oh, I don't want to come play for these like losers. It's like, I'm like, you know, relies on that O-line. Yeah, well, we completely rebuilt it. It's not something I'm worried about. It's not something I'm worried about. Not like last year anyway. If every single player gets hurt, then, I mean, I don't worry about that happening because it's like, you know, that's such an extreme situation too, right? Like, if Morgan Moses and Jonathan Simpson and Joe Tippmann and Tyron Smith and Olaf Fashanu and Elijah Vera Tucker, if all of them had season-ending injuries, that would be like on a biblical level of bad, right? So I guess that's why I'm not worried about it. Maybe one or two of them will have a serious injury. I hope not, but like, it would be our luck. It would be our luck that one or two of them get hurt. But thankfully we picked up we've got like 3 or 4 starting caliber offensive linemen this offseason. We drafted an O-lineman with our first round pick. We picked up the top rated left tackle in the entire league off of the Cowboys. We picked him up. He said he wanted to come win a championship. So I feel like our offensive line is in a much better spot. Again, it really just boils down to players staying healthy, which again, you know, at least right now, everybody is healthy. So there's no reason to have a bleak outlook on things because nothing bad has happened yet, right? You can be cautious and like limit your expectations, obviously, but there's no reason to be like bleak. There's no reason to be like, it's over. You can be like, the Jets usually do find a way to blow it, but you know, you wait to see that happen first. You don't call the season over before it starts. I don't like to do that anyway. 49ers are another really strong team too, so it's like Ayuk dipping out of that is really just hurts him more than anybody else. 49ers are going to continue to be a well-coached and very strong team no matter what. I have no doubt. I have no doubt in that. If he gets 3 seconds, yeah. So I think again, you know, we added Tyron Smith, we added Olaf Fashanu, we added Morgan Moses, and we added John Simpson. They're all starting level players. And Fashanu looked good in his preseason debut. Fashanu played left tackle on Saturday's game. The Jets game on Saturday was actually awesome, by the way. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but it ended up coming down to the final drive to close the game out. Like, it ended up actually just being a really good game of football. So I just wanted to proffer that forward for anybody. But the Jets game was actually friggin' sick. So the Jets game was awesome. So I really enjoyed that. You? Let's see. Will he answer back? He's infernal? Okay. Probably don't need all of them there. Yeah, probably just 2 is fine. What did he ask me? Oh, he asked me what the matchup was. Can I get a DVD collection of Nathanias streams? I don't think we have that in the budget, but you know, long term, that could be a fun gimmick thing. I could make a VHS set box for you guys. You know, if we ever get to the point where we're like famous again, you know, like we were in StarCraft, then yeah, I think so. I think we could pull it off, but you know, it's gonna take a bit of work, right? Like anything, it's gonna take some work. There was an event. They did an event in Fortnite this weekend for the Disney thing that they were doing, I guess, to tease their new season. And that ended up being pretty horrible, actually. Their live stream was delayed by about 35 minutes. It was abysmal. It was absolutely really not worth the wait that they did it all. The experience wasn't that interesting, but we checked it out. Usually I have very positive things to say about the promotions and events that those guys do, but just, you know, this time I felt a little let down. I really did. So that's it. Not much else happening though. Not much else happening. Katie and I spent the whole weekend playing video games like we always do. That was great. Went for a nice couple of long walks with Lewis. We actually we decided to do something crazy because the subway near us is pretty horrible. We don't really go there. We don't really go Subway, but we kind of wanted to just eat anything that wasn't what we've just been eating for the last, I don't know, a couple of months, because there's just no variety in food. There's no variety in restaurants out where we live. So because of that, we're like, we're just gonna go get this Auntie Anne's pretzel. Apparently they have Auntie Anne pretzels at Subway now. So we just said, fuck it. We're gonna go get that, you know? We're like, hell yeah, we're just gonna go walk to Subway and get a pretzel and just see how it is. They're selling foot-long pretzels. Foot-long Auntie Anne's pretzels is what it said. So we're like, whatever, you know? Roll the dice. How bad could it be? And it ended up actually being pretty decent. I mean, you have to imagine, they just put a pretzel in the oven for 2 minutes. It should be hard to mess up. So anyway, we tried that experience. It was only like $3. So as far as like overpriced garbage food goes, you know, it was on the lower end, I guess. But that's, yeah, I think that's the most interesting thing that we ended up doing. Aside from that, we just played a lot of video games. We played a lot of Stormgate together. I've been playing a lot of Stormgate with the wifey. And been playing. Okay, so he's clearing the camps now, which means that we're going to get attacked soon. So the best way to try and hold the doom push, that comes in from Infernals is usually going to be, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We're just going to have to, you know, we're going to have to just do our best here.
Upgrade complete.
So usually Infernal kind of stacks a huge wave off of the first. That's usually what we get, right?
Not enough luminite.
I haven't been playing just to make sure I don't, like, I guess, burn out or whatever. I still mostly just did co-op stuff over the weekend, so I played a lot, but I didn't really do too much 1v1. I just don't want to, I don't ever want to like feel like I need to be doing that, I guess. So it's something I still enjoy going through the creative process on stream. But this sets up a really nice little kill box that should make it a lot harder for them to do anything. I mean, I guess they could always just open these trees now that I've seen someone do it. Like the push should just basically be Magmadons through that. If you ask me, you just go Magmadons through that and you'll always kill the guy. But the tech gets a little limited since the point of the strategy, right, is to just rush all the camps and snowball crazy amounts of units. So that is another point of it too, is that we're in a position now where
not enough luminite.
There we go. I was gonna say we're in a position now where we're about to be able to get on the offensive, so all of the things that we are worried about are becoming less worrisome. Which is ideally the goal, right? It's ideally the goal. You play co-op together? I mean, yeah, I play co-op with my wife a bunch. I want to go watch a Jackie Chan movie on VHS now. Hell yeah, bro. Go watch, what is it? Rush Hour, bro. It's like a classic, man. Go watch Rush Hour. Enjoy yourself. All right? Do what I do. Pretend you're a kid in the back of the car, and your dad's got the little car power thing set up for the portable PlayStation guy, and you're just watching Rush Hour 2 in the back seat of the car while you drive on your way up to New York to go spend the weekend with Grandpa, because that's what we did every weekend. It's good times. Watched a lot of movies. In the back seat of that car. Drove to New York a lot too. You're fine. New Fog of War graphic? Yeah, so this is the one you get for watching on Twitch. This is the drop one. Also, I saw that we got a raid. Can I just say thank you so much, Skillis, for the raid? I really appreciate that. You guys know Skillis. He's a fantastic StarCraft player, but also in the Stormgate business now, along with ya boy. So shout out to Skillis. Big thanks. I hope that you're doing well, sir. I hope you and yours are doing very well. Been peeping. He's somebody that's name should be on your radar for Stormgate for sure. So it is that cross spawn. Yeah, I guess I didn't get the scout that I was supposed to get. Huh, Nathan? Huh. That's never happened before. It's my first game of the day. I'm always allowed to use that excuse. It's a good excuse. Yeah, it's a good excuse because it's never wrong.
Not enough luminite.
I mean, he's out of line, but he's right.
Capture point secured.
So what I do is I block both of these points at the same time. You see that?
Capture point secured.
I call this double dipping. Call it double dipping. That's not really enough though, right? I'd like a little more than that. What do you got? What do you got for me? Oh, I could get some XP off of these, right? There you go. We get the pickup, right? We get the Magmadon pickup guy. There we go. Now see, this is what I'm talking about.
What's the plan? Nav systems updated. Fish in a barrel.
Research complete.
On my way.
Ah, well, you know, it kind of bugged out. It kind of bugged out there, but I got a lot of damage done, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We'll get evac speed for the next one. We'll get evac speed for the next one, and we should be able to just go kill that. Oh, did this make it back? Oh, the evac didn't die? Well, I mean, losing the guys. I don't feel good about losing the Vulcans, and I'm not gonna come onto this stream here today. I'm not gonna come on here in front of everybody watching and try to cope about how that wasn't a big mistake, because you know what? It was a bit of a mistake. As soon as my Vulcans started herping and derping a little bit, and I realized that they were in a bit of a flirkin and not going to be working, that should have been the moment I started twerking it back towards the other one. That's truthfully what I should have done. And I didn't do that, so here we are.
Talk to me. In transit HQ. Fish in a barrel. Come to Papa.
I should have got him out. Should have got him out sooner.
Talk to me. Buckle up. Buckle up. Fueling up now. Coordinates confirmed. Talk to me.
Yeah, you see how much damage those hedgehogs do, though. Yeesh.
Capture point secured.
Coordinates confirmed. In transit HQ.
Capture
Destination
point
locked
secured.
in.
Get me in there. Engaging.
Just what you see, ma'am. Where's the emergency? Annihilate.
Our forces are under attack.
En route. In transit.
There we go. Let's get him some pepper.
On my way.
Capture point secured.
I'm gone. In transit HQ.
Upgrade complete.
It's going up. Wonderful.
Ready.
I feel the need for speed.
Our forces are under attack.
Attack speed. Full blower. Go ahead.
Fueling up now. In transit.
Throttle it. Hold it here. Look and fly. Point the way. Full blower. Balls to the wall. On hold.
Our forces are under attack.
Well, looky here. Fish in a barrel. It'll all be over soon. Coordinates confirmed.
I feel the need for speed. Got a lock. Going to firewall. Full
Insufficient
blower.
energy.
Weapons go. Get me in there.
Our forces are under attack.
Taking position. Going to firewall. Looking fly. Balls to the wall. Carbon clouds.
Give it to me. With extreme pressure. Bringing the heat. Destination locked in. Coming in hot. Engaging booster. Where's the damn beacon? Destination.
Come on.
Coordinates confirmed. Where's the damn beacon? Kick the tires, light the fires.
Capture point secured. Our forces are under attack.
Ready for action. Radio call incoming.
Insufficient therium.
Instructing.
Ready for takeoff.
Throttle it. High speed path. Taking position. Got a lock. Got a lock. Balls to the wall.
Upgrade complete.
Looking fly.
Our forces are under
Full
attack.
blower. Go ahead. Get me in there. Engines roar.
Where is my evac Vulcan combo that I was trying to get back together? What happened to them? Are they dead? Okay.
Destination locked in. On my way. Nav systems updated. Coming around. En route. Strap yourselves in, boys. En route.
Combat maneuvering. Fangs out.
Coming in hot. Welcome aboard. Lay it on me.
Insufficient therium.
Ready for takeoff. Like a hot knife. In transit. Coming around. Coming in hot. En route. In transit. Where's the damn beacon? Engaging boosters. In transit. Buckle up. Ready. Where's the damn beacon? Nav systems updated. Where's the damn beacon?
Insufficient therium.
Nav systems updated. Ready for takeoff.
Point the way.
Our forces are under attack.
Coordinates confirmed. Transiting now.
Go ahead. Bogey in sight. Engines roar. I feel
Insufficient therium.
the need for speed.
Nowhere near enough gas mining, I guess, here, huh?
Looking fly. Point the way. Full blower. Balls to the wall.
Man, yeah, he's just expanding like crazy. It's tough. It's tough.
Point the way.
I think what we're going to end up probably needing to beat him here is, yeah, it's going to be our bomber guys. I'll take the Vulcans out. It's just going to be really tough. That's all. It's just going to be tough, and that is okay.
Don't be shy.
That is okay.
Constructing. Placing structure.
Where's the emergency?
I do have other ways to pressure him than just with the standard.
Here.
Go ahead.
Insufficient therium.
Sight.
I got other ways to pressure you, cutie. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Just what you see, ma'am. Don't be shy. Engaging boosters. Welcome aboard. Buckle up. En route. Buckle up. Talk to me.
Ready to work.
Got my ears on. Coming in hot. Welcome aboard. Ready to fly.
Insufficient
Welcome
therium.
aboard. Nav systems updated. Coming around. Ready.
Insufficient therium.
Well, just send him home.
Load up complete.
Whew.
Over yonder.
Engines roar.
Lay it on
Research
me.
complete.
High speed pass. Taking position. Got a lock. Got a lock. Weapons go. Carbon clouds.
Our forces.
I think he got those guys, but, well, that's what you're going to use that for now, Nathan. And then maybe you won't lose them next time,
High speed
since you're going to need those. You're going to need your air units this game.
full blower.
Probably want to just leave a little path here. If I had dropped those Atlas, then that wouldn't have been too bad. It's just hard, right? He's playing big eco. He's playing big eco. About as turtly as he possibly can, basically.
Following.
So it's hard.
Full blower. Go ahead.
Take it on. Changing tack.
Let's get cracking. I'll stay on 'em.
Research complete. Upgrade complete.
Get me in there.
Capture point secured.
Throttle in.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a thing in that spot.
The need for speed.
Constructing.
Unable to build there.
Taking position. Attack speed. Looking fly. Go ahead. Carbon cloud.
Insufficient
Throttle in.
therium.
High speed pass.
Maybe a few hedgehogs, since those are pretty cheap on the
Not enough luminite.
those guys anyway.
I'm gone. Over yonder. Even keel.
On their tail.
Our
Suppressing
forces
fire.
are under attack.
So the idea here is basically going to be these guys are going to have to go out, try and get some work done. And then the idea is we'll do the big blast, bombardment blasts on him, and then just try and retreat. Or he'll push us first, and that's fine too.
Insufficient Therium.
That's not the worst case scenario here.
When you are. Yeah? I'll stay on 'em.
Oh yeah, I missed one of those guys, huh? I missed one. Uh-oh.
Insufficient
The real question is, do I try to pressure him straight up or do I go for his army type stuff too, right?
insufficient therium.
I feel the need for speed. Take a position.
All right, yeah, let's just do it, man. Let's just do it.
How can I help?
Capture point secured.
Moving out.
Point the way. Look and fly.
Okay. Gonna send my army towards his and see if I can just catch him off guard while he's coming after this.
Engines roar.
Insufficient
Combat
therium.
Look and fly.
Our forces are under attack.
There we go, right? Just hit him with a big blast and then go home. That's kind of what I was thinking. Since it's gonna be so freaking hard to kill him.
Placing structure.
Unable to build there.
In the rear with the mirror.
Go ahead. Carbon clouds. Throttle in. High speed pass.
Robot engaged.
No, using these big bomber guys and then having the Hornets lay the mines behind them is kind of what I'm thinking as a sort of insurance policy. And we'll put some guys up here to pressure so he can never really expand easily that direction. And I just make sure that the hangar bay cooldown is back. So I just need about another 30 seconds for that, I think. About another 30 seconds. I am back to only having one Hornet though, which kind of sucks. And I should still be trying to stack.
Insufficient therium.
I should definitely still be trying to stack the other guys while we're doing that too.
You scared me. Constructing.
Yeah. Okay.
Work.
Look and fly.
But the point of keeping a few Hornets around is for that.
Carbon clouds. Throttle in. High speed pass. Take a position. Attack speed. Target.
Tier 3 units? Oh, I do not know. I do not have the answers for you, Padawan. I'm sorry.
Placing structure.
Unable to build. Unable to build there.
Going up.
Go ahead.
Let's get some.
Get me in there. Throttle in.
Our forces are under attack.
There you go. Just launch them and go home. Launch them and go home. Boom, boom. And then bring it back.
High speed pass.
Boot up complete.
Take a position.
Boot up.
Right? And then just keep making these guys back home. I think that's the play.
Therium.
Balls to the wall. Get me in there.
Plotting course.
Engaging.
Getting the Ethereum is never going to be easy. But the way I see it is we kind of just play around having big,
Insufficient therium.
a big core here in the back to cover with the Hornets.
Our forces
For when
are
those
under
moments, arise.
Get me in there.
Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
Engines roar. High speed pass. Fangs out.
attack. Our base is
Yeah,
under
perfect.
attack.
Perfect.
You want me to do what now? This should be good. This should
For a guy who's trying to kill me, you know, he's expecting me to be a little talkative. He wants to have a little conversation, doesn't he? He wants to have a conversation. He's got to show up in Twitch chat. Twitch chat's the only place you can talk to Nate. You know, this guy is a great reminder why I use that streamer mode. I forgot. I turned it off because I was playing co-op. Me and my wife like to be friendly with people in the in-game, but then obviously when I stream, you know.
Going to firewall. Target rich environment.
He's a yapper. He's yapping. He's yapping.
Our forces are under attack.
Get me in there. Throttle
Yeah, there it is. Oh, he flies into the air mines too. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Following close.
Constructing. Constructing. Placing structure.
Yeah, he's got tier 3 units on the map, by the way. So I think he's just trolling me.
Weapons go. Garbage
He's trolling.
combat maneuvering. Taking position. Attack speed. Look and fly.
Insufficient therium.
Bogey in sight. Throttle in. High speed pass.
Oh, he wants it. Oh yeah, he's coming. He's coming.
Balls to the wall. Carbon clouds. Throttle in. High speed pass. Taking position. Going to
Yeah, you don't want a piece of this.
full blower.
You don't want none of this.
Carbon clouds.
You don't want none of this.
Storm.
You don't want none of this.
The need for speed. Look and fly. Attack speed. Look and fly.
Insufficient therium.
Your ball to call.
Our forces are un.
Go ahead.
There was the plan right there. Boom. You see that? I don't have my shadow flyer guys ready though, tragically. I don't have the teleport home ability. There we go.
Roar. Get a graveyard spin.
Send them back. Send them back now. You see that though? You see that? You see my little shippy guys right there?
Insufficient
Oh, I don't have the cloak upgrade. Oh my god, that's why. That's why this is so freaking difficult. Oh my gosh, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense. I never got the cloak upgrade. Oh yeah, no, we're gonna lose now. I actually think we're gonna lose. I thought I got this upgrade. That's my bad, guys. It's my bad.
I feel the need.
It's my bad. He's coming for me. Yeah, he killed all my drone guys. That's brutal.
Fangs out. Attack speed.
Placing structure.
un.
Constructing.
Invalid location.
Target rich environment. Weapons
Oh yeah,
go.
well we obviously gotta take that back from him.
Bogey in sight. Throttle in. High speed pass. Fangs out.
Our base is under attack.
Attack speed. Target rich environment.
Oh yeah, he's coming for it. He wants it.
Capture point secure.
He wants it. Hey, you take what you can get, right?
Research complete. Our base is under attack.
Weapons go. Get me in there. Engines roar.
Insufficient supply.
Combat maneuvering. Look and fly. Attack speed. Target rich environment.
Our forces are under attack.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Weapons ready. Changing tack. Smooth sailing. Over yonder.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Our forces are under attack.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Insufficient therium.
Weapons go.
Over yonder.
Get me in there.
Insufficient therium.
Plotting course. Okay.
Hanging on.
Engines roar.
Changing tack. Ready.
I feel the need.
Let's see what he's got. We're gonna find out.
Attack speed. Look and fly.
Changing tack.
Go ahead.
Let's get underway. Ready to fly.
Get me in there.
Big way. I'm so ready.
Yeah,
forces
I got
are
my
under
my
attack.
big bomber guys still here, so we are good. We are good.
Insufficient therium.
Engines roar. Combat maneuvering.
Yeah, thankfully they're not super great against the Vulcan dudes. Probably the play here is to just go home, drop my missiles. Yeah, just send everything back. That was actually amazing for us, so I'm happy. That was fantastic. More SG action. Hell yeah, bro. I love this game, man. It's fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun to play. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. Thank you. God bless you for the sub, Swagger. Literal God right there. It's one of my favorite people right there. Thank you. No, I've been enjoying this so much. I've been loving it. The Jags won the preseason. Nice. Amazing engagement. Thank you. Thank you. 700. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you guys see how I got all these Lancers in here too? I'm like, I'm just going to get the upgrades for them because I have all this Therium. I just can't really get rid of or spend, so.
Our base is
Look and fly.
upgrade
Attack
complete.
speed. Look and fly.
Yeah, he doesn't have too much though.
Insufficient therium. Our
Really, the
forces
biggest
are
problem is that
under
my
attack.
big ass drop ships, most of my big Doom ship guys are no longer they're no longer in a position.
Taking position. Point the way.
But he probably is like, oh, it's just mech, so. Uh-oh. That's a well-rounded army where I come from.
Forces are
Bow,
under
bow,
attack.
bow, 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 working hard to get to where I come.
Research complete.
How about that? How about that? Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Our
It's
forces
cornbread and
are
chicken,
under
baby.
attack.
Hell yeah.
Look and fly.
Thank you. Thank you. YouTube screen is still Friday night Nate live, by the way. That's fascinating. I guess it must have broke. Sometimes it'd be like that. Thank you. Did somebody just give 10 subs? Breaker. What the hell? Oh my goodness. God bless you. God bless you, sir. Wow, that is incredibly generous. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to give another big thanks to Skillis for the raid. Yeah, I like to play crazy games like this, guys. If you tune into my stream, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be madness.
Under attack.
I'm using the helicarriers. I'm thinning out the herds on those big clumped up armies. You know, it's not quite enough to one-shot a base, but it's close on that one. It's close. That game was crazy, though. I mean, like, what was the takeaway? We went for Lancers early to take camps, and he had so many Shroud Stones out early. Yeah, I should mark that one on the... I gotta clip that VOD out for the YouTube, definitely. But he had so many Shroud Stones out early. I thought maybe he was gonna do the normal thing with that big push, but perhaps he saw that with my... I kind of want to check the replay just for the beginning. I'm not going to drag you guys through the whole game, but I do want to see what supply he had. Does that make sense? I want to know what supply he had when he sent the single fiend up my ramp to see if I had, yeah, you guys get where I'm trying to go with this, right? I just want to know if he had a push or not, or if he was like baiting me. I want to know if he was baiting me. So yeah. The X16 speed is a dangerous button. Sometimes when you press that button, you can't turn it off. So that was a meme at one point. So what did he do? So he went to the bottom left and did not find me. Then he went to the top right and he did not find me. So he knew we were cross position from there. I very foolishly actually thought he was in the top right for some reason, I think with my first attack, and I just go there and then I find that he's kind of expanding in this direction. But this is pretty normal. This is what Infernal does in the early game. They go for this strategy where they take the camps, and the camps obviously turn into units for them. Hi mate 105. Hi Damagron. And thank you again, Breaker. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to I got my new setup over here with the chat on top of the camera. So, you know, Nathan is learning. So yeah, right, and then he comes down here and takes this camp. So this is what Infernal players do, and they do this with the Infest mechanic to stack a lot of Fiends off the Hexen. But he was kind of sloppy with his Fiend control, I have to be honest with you guys. He doesn't actually have any Fiends built up from all of this. So, you know, it's definitely not the cleanest way that I think you could do this. but maybe that's why he didn't push me, because he should have had probably a couple more fiends off that. The brute can tank, I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Maybe that's what all the infernal players do, and maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe all the fiends are always supposed to die. The only thing that puts the fear of God into my heart when people do this, because this is the attack that I thought was coming, and that's why I set this up, but I think at this point I was fine. But what puts the fear of God into me is this, the Magmadon. So if you guys don't know him, he's literally a Stegosaurus, right? More or less. So he can just smash shit up, including a lot of people are not really aware on this map, but right here in the back door of your main base, this can be broken. This can be broken by a Vulcan. No, brute should def tank. Okay. I was like, am I crazy here? I'm seeing an earthquake in the news. Is that why the ground was shaking earlier? Huh? Wild. Yeah. So anyway, got a little distracted there. But all right, we can close the replay. I feel like I saw everything I needed to see. I feel like we saw everything. There. Ooh, that game was awesome, though. That was a fantastic first game. That was the first game we played. Also, guys, that was our 69th win. That is literally the 69th win that we've had in Stormgate. So also just pat yourselves on the back. Just congratulate yourselves. You know, really proud. Be really proud there. Own this moment. Own this moment. You have an insanely hard time getting the mags on top of Vanguard Bio. Yeah, it's tough. Vanguard Bio is so strong with the Exos. I feel like Exos comparatively have a higher range than Marines did in StarCraft. It's kind of the vibe I've been getting from them. So this is like the glitch purple fog of war shader. This is the one from the Twitch drop. My opponent is Celestial this game, so I feel like I should be pretty safe to go CC first. I have a very good Celestial build that I like a lot, which actually relies on being a little bit greedy. He'll probably go out and build the first collection array with his arc ship, right? Yeah. Easy peasy. Earthquake is in LA. Yeah. Well, you know, I live on the San Andreas fault up here. That's the thing, right? Sometimes we get random little shakes all the time out here. But sometimes a little shake can be from a big shake somewhere else, you know? So when I see that in the news, I think, well, if I can just make this about me a little bit in a non, you know, as long as I'm not taking anything, right? I'm not going to get like a cookie in somebody else's place, but I can pretend to be a part of it, you know, because that's fun, right? That's more or less the point of being alive anyway, to be a part of stuff. So, oh, we're on the out of game scene. Okay, I got you. Is there a graphics update? Game looks a little better than normal. They have patched it a couple of times, but I also have really good settings on my computer because I'm a nerd. So your mileage may vary. Nathanias is what we will refer to as a desktop power user. You know, I'm the kind of guy that uses the tiny NV updates for the telemetry removed versions of drivers and stuff like that. You know, I'm that guy. When a new driver comes out, I use the tiny NV slimmer from GitHub. But obviously, I downloaded the open source version and compiled it myself just to make sure that it was clean. You guys all asleep yet? Okay, they're asleep. Take their wallets. Oh, shit. They're getting up. They also have awesome fog of war. Thank you. I like that. He said, what now? Am I getting mugged in Twitch chat? What the hell? No, that'd be a reach even for us. That's way out of budget. We don't have people on standby. Not like that anyway. Running at 3080 with ultra graphics, 248 frames, and yours doesn't look this good. I find that the game looks really soft and a little bit blurry without DLSS. I think I'll show you my settings after this game so I don't derail the entire stream for this tangent because I really want to, but I'm gonna be better than that. I'm stronger than the Nathan I used to be. You'll notice that as a recurring theme on this channel. But yeah, I'll show you my graphic settings after this game, but I'm pretty proud of the setup that I've managed to get going. So this is more or less all I really want to have is just these two in this specific spot. Everything is going to be paid for by the camps now. Because the Celestials are so bad. They're like the worst race in the game when it comes to taking the camps. Especially early on. So they just kind of have to do their macro build is what I realized. So there's not much pressure for them to like take your
Capture point
camps.
secured.
Like your camps being taken by them is not something that typically is an issue. So the idea is that we use all these lancers to take our camps before he can get aggressive against us. And then by the time that he can get aggressive against us, we have what I call, if you guys aren't aware of something called geometry, there's a shape known as the triangle. It is a fascinating shape because from a physics perspective, it is one of the strongest. It's one of the strongest shapes. When you make things out of triangles, they're like irrationally difficult to destroy. Even that one famous guy from Hyrule had one born on his hand, and he saves the world every other day. So you know, obviously there's got to be something. There's got to be something going on. So with that being said, I like to set up what I call a triangle of turrets here. So I kind of zone the outside, zone that Luminite or Therium patch on the side that I want to. And then all the Lancers that I made from the beginning of the game for the sole purpose of just keeping me alive or taking these camps, now they just switch to being keep Nathan alive. So, because I'm not going to be playing bio. If I did learn my lesson, and if you guys watched the last game that I just played, you'll see I did it for the first time. I did a mineral dump. I mineral dumped into Lancers. It happened. Nathanias made a ton of Lancers for that game, and it actually helped. So I'm willing to do that if I need to, but you can see he's starting to take his camps just a smidge later than mine. He has enough power to probably take more in total, but I had to go for it. When you call my name, it's like a little prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to commit copyright infringement.
Our forces are under attack.
Constructing.
Yeah, I don't want you to have that. What makes you think I want you to have that? That's what I'm saying.
Placing structure.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want you to have that. No, we're gonna get like 2 or 3 of these guys
Secured.
because we're gonna blindside him a little bit, and the goal is to just kind of hope the buzzsaw turret field protects us when he inevitably does some huge giga push out of rage, fear, or some other emotion.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, he just went straight for that. He just clicked right on that. That is unfortunate. Well, that's just bad luck, right? There's not much I can do there.
Go ahead. Attack speed. Bogey in sight.
Bot activated.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. He just came right to it.
Combat maneuvering.
Capture point contested.
Engines roar.
Well, maybe he was always just gonna go right for that spot.
Alrighty.
Weapons go. Attack.
All right, well let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got now. Try and get a little bit done. I'll have to probably use a drop, I guess, to get those out.
Not enough luminite.
What's he got going on here? Is this just static defense?
Our forces
Is that all this
under
is?
attack.
Look and fly.
Insufficient energy.
Taking the shot. Engines roar. Balls to the wall. Got a lock. Suppressing fire.
Oh, I got all his prisms though,
Taking position.
and his morph core. This is beautiful. See, this is exactly what I wanted.
Path. Throttle it. Go ahead. Point the way. Carbon clouds. Full blower. Taking position. I feel the need.
Beautiful. Oh, see,
Our forces
see,
are
there
under
you go.
Go ahead.
See, Nathan.
Therium.
See, Nathan. It's not all that bad.
Research complete.
If you ask me, I would say it looks like you got exactly what you wanted. Outside of maybe getting these bobs stuck in this specific location, you probably didn't need to do that. But I'm not gonna be mean to you about it. Everybody in chat's already ripping you apart. Everybody's already making fun of you for it. So I'm gonna let it slide. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be cool about it. But you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Yeah, this is always the hardest part. Really, it's just about killing the Kree before they get to the point where they are all inside of the worker line, like intertwined with all my workers. Because then when the Kree die, you lose everything. So this is just something we have to keep in mind.
Our base is under attack. Upgrade complete.
Fly. I feel the need for speed. Taking the shot. Go ahead.
Hey, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Look at him with his cute little animancer. Look at him.
Insufficient Therium.
It's going up.
Point
Capture
away.
point secured.
Get me in there. Looking fly. Taking position. I feel the need for speed.
In the rear, with the mirror.
Our
Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remake a bunch of those Lancers.
Point the way.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remake a bunch of those Lancers so I don't have to deal with that.
secured.
And Nate, go get those dropped, because 2 bobs are actually worth a lot in this game. So
All systems clear.
also, yeah, you have no.
Location commencing.
On their six.
Insufficient
On their
Therium.
tail.
I feel
There we go. See, that wasn't so bad. Now one can go live in the turret forever. Isn't that beautiful how that ended up working out?
engines roar.
Isn't that beautiful?
Go ahead. Point the way. Get me in there. On their tail. Taking position. I feel the need for speed.
Well, the idea, anyway, is that we would get out some of the big ships by the time he could mount a second defensive. And the big ships would do the, damage control for us, more or less.
Weapons go.
That's the hope.
Point the way.
Reporting for work.
Not enough luminite.
Get me in there. Looking fly.
Your directive. I'm here to assist.
Perfect. Get the prism. Prisms are expensive. Oh, 2 arc ships, too. Beautiful.
Taking the shot. Suppressing fire. Going to firewall. Bogey inside.
Not enough luminite.
Oh, that's just absolutely brutal, though. I just completely caught him mid-map. His army's probably out on the map, which I guess is how this happens to people.
Engines roar. Balls to the wall. Going to firewall. Carbon clouds.
Research complete.
Yeah, that's just got to be painful. That's just got to be
Our
so
forces
painful.
are under attack.
Engines roar. Balls to the
Capture
wall.
point secured.
Point the way.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Looking fly. Taking position. I feel the need for speed.
Nope, no reason to engage him there either.
Capture point contested.
Engines roar.
No reason to engage there either. Another prism for me? You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have. Wow. Wow. Are you guys telling? I thought you guys said Celestial was unbeatable.
Taking position.
Who lied to me?
Pass.
Who lied to me?
Constructing.
Insufficient supply.
Roar. Balls to the wall. Attack speed.
Research complete.
In the rear, with the mirror.
Beautiful. Yeah, this guy kind of seemed like he was playing a little cocky, and it ended up coming back to bite him.
High speed pass. Engaging.
Looked like it ended up coming back to bite him.
Get me in there. Looking fly. Looking fly. High speed pass.
But this is why I love this strategy so much.
Going to firewall.
It is really strong. It is really strong. Are these guys all fully stacked yet? They're still stacking. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I won't make a big deal out of it.
Following.
Combat maneuvering.
I'm here to assist.
Let's go. Let's go, Pookie. Let's go blow up the enemy's base, Pookie. Love to see you enjoying yourself. Hell yeah.
Carbon cloud.
If this guy isn't tilted, he's a real champ. Yeah. Well, people are always like, don't ever force yourself to be positive. And I'm out here like, do you really feel like that's something we have too much of these days? Is people being happy? Are you really trying to suggest that?
Throttle it.
So I just come on here. I just come on here to share a little bit of joy with you guys because I like playing these games. It's a good time. Truthfully, it is a really good time.
Fangs out.
I still love StarCraft as well, but a lot of StarCraft people are just kind of needlessly salty about the game too. I hope one day they kind of come around. At least we could go back to being friends, even if they don't like my games. That's fine. I still miss them for being the cute one-chans that they are. You know what I mean? Oh, send him home. There we go.
Carbon cloud.
Do you think he's like? Do you think it's like dawning on him yet that I've got a ton of air units and he's just completely cooked?
Throttle it.
You think that part is really? You think that part's really clicking or?
Carbon cloud.
Yeah, give me your air units. That is what I want though.
Taking the shot.
Oh no, he's gonna die. Rip.
Wall. Going to firewall. Carbon
That's fine. All right, go home. Go home. You guys did a good job. You guys did a good job.
Our forces are under
These will be
attack.
the last of these guys that we build because they're just not. They're not gonna provide any more value to us.
Your directive.
Upgrade complete.
I feel the need for speed.
But I do like that we have a bunch of these little guys over here. I like that we have them going. I think the bomber guys are basically enough to destroy everything on their own. I still feel that way.
Weapons
We just go for another round or two of Hornets. Expand again, I guess. It's probably the move. We should just go take another base. Oh no, okay, he tapped out. We win. GG. In his position, I would have felt dead when I lost my tier 2 arc ship. Yeah. Is there a way to tell if his arc ship is the second or first tier? Is there like a visual indicator there that I'm not noticing or paying attention to? I don't pay attention to a lot of things. My attention span's terrible. So this is maybe the most useful question I'll ask today. It changes shape. Oh, does it go from like a triangle? Does it gain angles? Is that it? Does it go from like a square to a pentagon or look at the top? Tier 2 is fancier. Tier 3 has a halo. I'll try to pay more attention to that. Did the Celestial nerfs work as intended? So my understanding of the Celestial nerfs is that they were primarily targeted at getting rid of that cannon rush strategy they had. That was like you could basically kill people in the first 60 seconds of the game. And I mean, you know, that's not a good way to get players to stick around, right? So thankfully they kicked that to the curb. I think the Celestial nerfs helped quite a bit. Right now, it seems like the biggest issues that people are talking about are, I think vectors. I've heard a lot of people talk about vector cheeses are really strong, but I didn't get vector cheesed in the last game. So, fewer Kree rushes. Yes, there have been less Kree. There's been less Kree spam. So that's been good. They got rid of the cannon rushing. They got rid of the Kree spam. I'm personally, you know, for me, I haven't had too much issue with that because I don't play meta. I play off meta. I do all sorts of crazy shit. So a lot of what applies to certain types of people, it doesn't apply to me necessarily because I'm not rushing mass exos every game like most other Vanguard players. For me, like the strategy part of RTS is really important. Especially the variety of strategy as well, you know, big deal, big deal. So it looks like we got a Vanguard mirror on a slightly more open map. I mean, I'll just do what probably the one thing we really can here is just open with a few dogs and try to expand off that.
Not enough luminance.
I guess I could expand with a turret
Our
on the
forces are
natural
under
pretty
attack.
easily. Since that would enable me to kill yeah, maybe I go Lancer. Maybe I can go Lancer there.
Not enough luminite.
Lots of people still do dog spam strategies, so but those people don't know how to have fun in life. So it's like at the same time you also can't take them too seriously.
Luminite.
It's going up.
If I go Lancer and he goes dogs, he'll run circles around me. If I go dogs and he doesn't go dogs, then I'm just kind of behind because I don't really want to all in him and I want to take my camp, so
Not enough luminite.
perfect.
Transiting now.
Yeah, and then you just use the money from killing this base to expand. That's it. Yeah, it's okay to bring the bobs here because it doesn't matter since they're going to make the base right now anyway.
Transiting now. Constructing.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, I guess I don't have the healing camp and he might have his, so Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna go next. I think builds like that are really dumb. I would rather just leave anytime I play that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try and make sure that that guy queues up so I don't rematch him. So I'm gonna lift some weights for a second. That's what I like to do when I get a bad game. Anytime you get a bad game, the best thing you can do is take a break so you don't play the same person again. Because obviously the last thing I would want to do is get dog rushed twice in a row on a giant wide open map that I can't wall off, right? So stuff like that is, I think, what makes people like uninstall games. I think they should try to have strategies like that be less good personally, but rather than whine about it, I just kind of, you know, it's like when somebody's driving like 20 above the speed limit, you don't have to, you kind of want to go with the flow of traffic, but also you're like, that seems dangerous at the same time. So you just kind of veer off and kind of wait for things to get less crazy. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to get set in on each arm and then we'll queue up for another match. Yeah, exactly. I just don't want to do mass dogs. I would rather leave the game. The thing is, it's kind of like how if I wanted to play a fighting game, like if I wanted to play Dragon Ball Z, Fighter Z right now instead of Stormgate, right? Like if I wanted to play a different game, I could do that and maybe I could win there too. But there's a reason I'm not playing that game. Do you know what I said? Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a reason I'm not playing the other game and I'm playing this game. It's the same reason why certain types of strategies I don't really waste my time with for the same reason. But we're halfway through. We're halfway through. If I wanted to play a 4-minute match, I'd boot up Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That is what I would do. No cap. On God, for real. Although, you guys know me. Playing that game, I don't even last like 30 seconds in a quick play match. The only people left playing that are sweaty AF. Why not Tekken? I don't know. I don't really care for Tekken. When I think about Tekken, I think about like Tekken 2, right? Like the one I played on the arcade as a kid, but I don't really care about Tekken as a brand. Does that make sense? It's kind of like how they try so hard to like milk Toy Story, but like I just really liked Toy Story 1 and maybe 2 and the ending of 3, but I am not like a fan of their brand. You know? Like I wouldn't just watch something because it had that name, right? Like the only reason that I'm endeared at all to it is because I saw it as a kid and like had good memories with it, right? But like I'm not like looking for more Toy Story, more or less. Which this game gives a decent counterexample of that too, because in this game I am looking for more of something, which in this case is just StarCraft. So I'm just looking for more StarCraft. That's what it's all about here. I'm just gonna go command center first. I think on this map, this is where you get vector rushed. I think most Celestials just go vector on this map versus Vanguard. So we'll probably get insta killed, but I'm gonna just command center first anyway and hope that this guy plays greedy too. That's my hope. The game comes out for free tomorrow. If you watch this stream for 3 hours, then you can get in today. So all you have to do is watch 3 hours of Stormgate today and connect your account on Twitch and you can play. Anybody who watches 3 hours of a Stormgate stream today can get in and play. So You could just watch me. You could just watch me get cheesed and complain about getting cheesed, and then you could log on and get dog rushed, and you'll be like, "Wow, it's like I'm the streamer," you know? That's bussin'. Yeah, exactly. Feel free to ping me. Plans to hang out, watch pre-release, play OBS games. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I just have the chat scrolling over my camera now. It's like maybe the most recent 10 or 15 lines. So that's what I'm using to read chat today. So if anybody has said anything in chat today that was important, that you're like, I hope Nathan read that for later, I definitely have not. So, you know, always please reach out on Discord if you have something serious. I get back to everybody over there. But Twitch chat is not a place for serious business, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch chat is not a place for serious business. Maybe I'm not getting vector rushed. Is this it? Is this what like the rat feels like the first time they put it in the cage and it thinks that because it solved the puzzle it's gonna get out? Is that where I am? If he lets me do my CC first into, if he does a CC first into my air and we actually play this game out like normal, my mind is gonna be blown. I'm trying to believe in a world where that can happen. My unimaginable levels of selfishness and greed go unchecked. That's not too terrible, actually. We might be cooking. Okay. Yeah. I feel good about this.
Still here. Plotting course.
Yeah. So the game is early access. So if you guys don't know what that means, basically Frost Giant wants to build the game alongside the players. So a lot of what you've seen as far as like what the campaign and the 1v1 looks like, a lot of this stuff is still more or less what I would personally describe as being closer to like an alpha or beta of a game. But I think that, you know, a lot of the language that was used talking about the game and all of that jazz and in the testing and the marketing and whatnot, I think it kind of gets a little bit confusing to understand what exactly they mean by that. I think the most recent update that they released gave some better clarity. If you guys didn't see the first balance patch, they did write the notes as game version 0.0.1. Said it was that version of the balance. So, you know, these are things that people kind of get like emotional, I think, right? They get like really, really excited. And then when they feel like they're going to be let down, you know, it's like a defense mechanism when you don't want to get hurt. Like you lash out. Like you guys, you know, sometimes you have fights even with people that you care about because you just both really care about something and you're not on the same page. You know what I mean? But then when you get on the same page, you're like, oh, okay, so their plan is to do this and their plan is to fix all of these things, right? And then you kind of find out more or less, hey, this game's got some pretty good prospects. There's about a lot of people industry wide that have contributed and been a part of it all across the esports sector. So, or the RTS sector, I guess, it's probably, yeah. There's some esports people involved, I guess, but between you and me, esports isn't something that I concern myself with too much. It's like an ice cream sundae with a good meal, right? But without anything else, it's not quite enough. Not quite enough on its own. So I like what they're doing. I hope that they're able to do all of the things that they want to do with this game, because their vision for it seems pretty awesome. Even for the non-believers, even the negative Nancys out there, even for the most negative of Nancys out there, the vision that they say they want to get to is still pretty dope, even if you don't think they'll get there. Like, even if you have no faith in them whatsoever, what they've said they want to do, still, you know, it's not like you still wouldn't want to buy what they're selling if they could do it. So I think that if you feel that way, then you've already got a good enough reason to be, yeah, you've already got a pretty good reason to care, right? To want to see this succeed. So that's why I try to stay on the bright side with that stuff, you know? It's important. It's important. There's nothing certain in life at all, right? It's crazy. You got to go out on a limb sometimes in a lot of different ways, with a lot of different things, with people, careers, love, all of that. I don't see this stuff as any different. The cool part, though, is that at least right here, today and now, I can play this game. I can play it here today. So regardless of whatever ends up ever happening, that is cool. And I am going to try and have as much fun as I can while I can.
Unable to build there.
Constructing.
Looking fly. Get me in there. Suppressing fire.
Research
Perfect.
complete.
Bangs out.
Insufficient energy. Insufficient energy.
Engines roar.
Oh, here we go.
Moving down.
Here we go.
I feel the need for speed.
Now this is what makes it tough because these guys are like banelings. So when they die, they explode like banelings. So that's really the hardest part. That's the hardest part about dealing with the Kree.
Target-rich environment. Get me in there.
They also do an AoE attack like a baneling, but they don't die when they do it. So they did reduce their armor to basically negative in the most recent patch. So it's not like it's not completely unplayable, but it is tough. It is tough. It is tough. I think we'll be okay here. I actually do think I can hold this. So
Point the way. Engaging. I feel the need
Upgrade complete.
for speed. Got a lock. Suppressing fire. Go ahead. Looking fly. Attack speed. Engaging. I feel the need for speed. Target-rich environment. Get me in there. Weapons go. Looking fly. Attack speed. Engaging. Combat maneuvering. Target-rich environment. Bogey in sight.
Ready.
beautiful,
All systems clear.
beautiful.
You scared me. Getting to work.
Go ahead. Looking fly.
Beautiful.
Engines roar.
Well, because the thing is, you got to remember what we actually really need here is to still get to that tier 3,
Secured.
that giant tier 3 Giga Chad death ball I was talking about with all my crazy super powerful units that I used. Remember when I killed the Infernal guy last game? I need to get back to all of that, so that is important.
Throttle it.
That is still very, very, very important for the mission.
Get me in there.
And those units are very expensive, so
Go ahead.
these are all things we need to be thinking about.
Engines roar. High speed pass. Looking fly. Carbon clouds.
Capture point secured.
Wonderful. Will comply.
Weapons go. Fangs out. Attack speed. Throttle it. Taking the shot. Looking fly. Suppressing fire. Suppressing fire. Looking fly. Going to firewall.
Our forces are under attack.
Speed pass. Full blower. Carbon clouds. Balls to the wall. Got a lock. Going to firewall. Engines roar. I feel the need for speed. Looking fly. Suppressing fire. Go ahead. Looking fly. Going to
Yeah, get his arc ship. Fuck it, bro.
I feel the need for speed. Looking fly. Get me in there.
Insufficient.
See, that was awesome right there. That's not bad at all.
It's going up.
Unable to build there.
And then, of course, the secret to this, yeah, get the heal guy there. We're gonna need heal guys there, etc., etc.
Fly.
Placing structure.
Capture point contested.
Ready to work.
Point the way. Engaging.
No, but we're gonna get the little air bombs. The air bombs for the Hornets is really important.
Full blower.
Capture point.
Get me in there. Balls to the wall.
Placing structure.
Capture point
Looking
lost.
fly. Point the way. Engaging. I feel the need for speed.
Upgrade complete.
Fly.
Placing
Not
structure.
enough luminite.
Get me in there. Weapons go.
Yeah, no, we gotta try and go see what we can do, right? That's the plan. That's the plan.
Capture point secured.
We're going to swing those guys all the way around the map. That's the plan. It's going to be nuts.
Engines roar.
Not enough luminite.
Target rich environment. Bogey in sight.
Let's see. You taking this stuff yet, big boy?
Going to firewall. Throttle
Research
it.
complete.
High-speed pass. Target rich environment. Bogey in sight. Balls to the wall. Taking position. Going to firewall. Engines roar. I feel the need for speed.
Our forces are under attack.
Bring it on. Smooth sailing. Ready to fly.
Looking fly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Following close. Taking position. Going to firewall.
Let's get underway. Bring it on.
At your disposal.
Not enough luminite.
Ready to fly. Careful. Even keel.
This is going to get crazy.
Combat maneuvering.
You see, I put the mines over the resources. I don't know if that's enough to kill a morph core, but I'm kind of excited to find out.
Target rich environment.
I cannot lie. I'm interested.
Weapons go. Taking position. Going to firewall. Throttle it. High speed pass.
Over yonder.
Let's see what we can destroy with this guy.
Target rich
Capture point secured.
This is going to be the craziest thing I do, probably.
Luminite.
Changing tack. Let's get underway. Even keel.
Our forces are
Go ahead.
capture point. Capture point secured.
Oh, he's got so much air units, huh?
Attack.
Capture point
Throttle
lost.
it. Combat maneuvering.
Insufficient energy.
Nah, Nate, you blew it. You blew it. If you at least get those off, that'll be like kind of nice, but no, you're cooked.
Our forces are
Cooked.
under attack.
That's good though if he's going big air, so
You want me to do what?
that's fine. We can play around that.
Your directive. It's going up.
Looking fly.
Insufficient energy.
At least we can use the anti-air mines and zone and do all sorts of stuff like that, so it's not the worst case scenario.
Capture point lost.
So we definitely know that these guys are actually really good straight up head to head against them, so.
Engaging. Combat maneuvering. Carbon clouds. Weapons go.
Ready to fly.
And it's not like we need a crazy amount of these guys if that's how he's playing anyway, so.
Going to firewall. Throttle it. Combat
Not
maneuvering.
enough luminite.
Looking fly. Carbon clouds. Balls to the wall. Taking position. Going to firewall. Throttle it. I feel the need.
Not enough luminite.
For speed. Full blower.
Oh, send them back. Send them back.
Our
Keep those
forces
guys
are under
stacked.
attack.
Keep them stacked, but send the rest back. Bubba dubba dooba dubba dooba bap bap.
High speed pass. Full blower.
Yeah, we're gonna need another healer guy there, I guess, because these guys just need it. They need it that bad.
In the rear with the beer.
Nah, you should probably just take that Luminite, TBH.
Upgrade complete.
Looking fly. Going to firewall.
Over yonder.
Engaging.
Bring it on.
I feel the need
I ain't afraid of you.
for speed. Looking fly. Get me in there. Go ahead. Looking fly. Attack speed. Engaging.
No, these guys are gonna come here to mess absolutely giga wreck the
Full blower.
Origins. That's the plan.
Our forces are under attack.
Weapons go.
Reporting for work.
Looking fly.
Oh, I hit him with everything I could there.
Attack speed.
Smooth sailing. Wow.
Engaging. Combat maneuvering. Looking fly. Carbon clouds. Balls to the wall. Fangs out. Going to firewall. Engines roar.
Yeah, I don't have to sit here and fight those. What are you doing, bro? What do you think I'm gonna do here now?
Combat maneuvering. Target rich environment.
complete.
Bogey in sight.
Research complete.
There we go. Oh yeah, no, you better believe I'm moving in. Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
Capture point
For
secured.
that booty. You know it. You know it.
Going to firewall.
You
Capture
know it.
point secured.
I feel the need for speed.
Their AI on the Hornets is like maybe the worst out of all the air units in the game. At the same time, their DPS is among the highest.
Under attack.
So, yeah, kind of. Your mileage may vary, sort of deal.
High speed path.
Ready to work.
Target rich environment. Carbon cloud. Suppressing fire. Got a lock. Going to firewall. Throttle it. High speed path. Full blower. Get me in there.
This is awesome, though. I feel nice about this.
Placing structure.
Looking fly. Attack.
Yeah, no, he's got nothing. He's got nothing.
Taking the shot. Got a lock. Suppressing fire. Go ahead. Looking fly. Point the way.
Our forces are under attack.
Did a graveyard spin.
Yeah, the mines actually hit the arc ship too. Good to know. Is that a full arc ship? That's a low level guy, right? You guys were saying that's a low level arc ship. That's like finding a level 1 Charmander out in the wild or something. Is that what chat was saying earlier? Is that what you guys were saying?
Our forces
Tier 1
are
arc
under
ship, that's a
attack.
tier 1? Okay.
Fly.
I know I'm Babby. I know I'm Babby. Okay. But if you ever want me to grow up and not be Babby, then sometimes you gotta answer my questions so I can learn and get, you know, more brain folds, and hopefully that'll help.
Placing structure.
No guarantees, but
Go ahead. Looking fly.
smoking. Higher level arc ships have halo and spikes above it. Okay, okay. I'm gonna need to find just like a JPEG that just has the 3 of them next to each other. That'll be fun when they add like skins for them too, right? Especially, I guess the nice thing about the arc ship is it doesn't rotate when it moves, right? It always kind of just goes with the same. You guys have brain folds? Oh yeah. Oh. You played Celestial a fair bit initially. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You know, I don't take too much stake in MMR this early in the game. Things change a lot, right? MMR is just kind of about finding people that can give you a good game, I think, more than anything. There's tons of people with a lot of MMR who just spammed Kree with 60 armor for the first week, you know. So if you think they're all worth the same amount, then maybe that's on you. I just wouldn't sweat it. You guys have brain folds? My poor man, he got sponged. My teacher always told me learning, your brain is like a sponge and it just soaks up information. It just soaks up everything that you see and that you learn from, etc. And then they say, well, things go wrong. You end up get your sponge squeezed and then you find you don't know anything. It's not a good time. This is another Celestial opponent. I think we loaded in a little late to this game. We may have played. Well, there you go. There you go. You know me, since they let you change your name on Steam in this, you don't have to do the ridiculous every 3 months. It's really easy for me. I just play with a different username every day and hopefully, you know, hopefully keep the game variety interesting. That's always what I want to do here. And I do play with the streamer mode on though, so if you've tried to talk to me in chat or something like that, I don't see it.
At your disposal.
I try to focus on talking to the people that are in my chat. I know it's not like the alpha thing to say, but it's like the real. That's just me being real.
Awaiting further instructions.
Why they brought back the mothership core concept? Well, they fixed it. They fixed it. I don't know if you guys saw, but they made it so the mothership core thing, it only does 2 damage now, unless it's attacking like the dog unit, and then it does 8, which really isn't that bad. So I don't know if you guys heard that, but yeah, the mothership core went from dealing 8 damage to 2 damage. So if you ask me, I would say that qualified as some kind of a fix. But yeah. Yeah.
How can I help?
It would be really cool if streamer mode even hit what was shown on my screen for this mode, but you know, I actually was so impressed that Frost Giant put that in there, and I didn't even ask for it or anything, that I just kind of don't want to push it, I guess.
In the rear with the bear.
I like my quality of life features, you know? You thought he was comparing Arc Ship to the Mothership Core? Do people know the Arc Ship can't attack? It's like your primary builder, though, and your main building, so it's kind of cool like that. The Morph Core is a way for it to extend its ability to build. It's not really... A Morph Core is not really like a unit per se, though. It's like a temporary building that's supposed to turn into another building. You guys have probably seen this go wrong before in other games. Cough, cough. Cough, cough, not to name names. But yeah, so when you tie a macro mechanic to a unit that can be really strong and go out on the map, some people are getting the PTSDs coming back already, I imagine. But sometimes it's skibbity-bee like that.
Not enough luminite.
Now, if I was to like really try and think about it though, in terms of what makes this Kree rush so tough to deal with, I probably could have saved. Probably could have microed my scout. Probably could have microed my scout there, but I gotta be honest, microing against AI is something I'm not crazy about. I only take the camps because they made them too good. I'm not Nathan. I'm not the biggest camp guy. I'm not the biggest camp guy, but I recognize that the game developers want me to want to kill the camps, and so they are very strong, and you get a lot of benefits for killing the camps. So whenever given the opportunity, it is true. You should basically always try and get them. You should. At some point, hopefully that won't always be the case, but you know, I'm really greedy. I'm a really greedy player. I want to do my fast expand, and then I want to go get a, you know, I want to get a caramel macchiato. I want to fast expand and then get Starbucks. So obviously I'm asking for a lot here, but these camps are kind of cute. This is the most interesting one, right? Because they have the little effects. At least it's not like the most predictable thing in the world. I don't know.
Upgrade complete.
Can't love them all.
It's going up.
I was hoping that if they decided to really stick with making camps important, and maybe down the line we'll still get something like this eventually. But the first thing I think I ever said about this kind of thing was these guys just need to play some MOBA games. What everybody who is working on camps at Frost Giant should do is at least play or watch a high-level League of Legends jungler. I think there is a lot that you can learn from understanding how good jungle players in MOBA games prioritize taking objectives versus making picks or going for ganks or trying to harass, right? Or really any of those things. I actually do feel like there's probably a lot of crossover there. And I felt that way as soon as they announced the Celestials. To me, the Celestials kind of just read, advertisement-wise anyway, they kind of just read to me like, oh, this is a roaming jungler champion turned into an RTS race. Like, that's how I view Celestials. In my mind, that's what they are.
Contested.
Because it's the same concept. You're kind of crawling around the map, leaving stuff behind, but your base more or less goes wherever you feel like it needs to be. But otherwise, like... And then I realized with this new patch that they did, that they kind of shifted it away from that too, though. So it also isn't really about that anymore, because now it's more about... The Celestial actually has one of the worst clears for camps. So, I don't know.
Under attack.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things I try to understand, but it's not always easy. But this is the goal, right? Is we hold this big push with the turrets. With the turrets, the Lancers, and the first wave of air units. Here, and we'll be able to grab those back now.
In the rear with the bear.
And then we go tier 3. Dank command. Get the dank command. So Lancer denies this, these guys deny that, and then, you know, he kind of loses that big camp advantage he was going
Capture
for.
point secured.
That's part of the idea anyway.
Point the way. Carbon cloud.
All right, so he's going to go back into that tower. He's going to go there.
Complete.
Fangs out. Combat
And these guys are going to try and pick off some boyos.
fly.
Placing structure. Boot up complete.
Engines roar.
Not enough luminite.
Go ahead. Taking position. Taking the shot. Looking fly. Taking the shot. Point the way. Suppressing fire. Balls to the wall. Taking position. High speed path. Looking fly. Throttling.
I got all his prisms. Yay!
Clouds. Balls to the wall.
Capture point secured.
Looking fly. I feel the need for speed. Full blow.
Oh yeah, that power up ability doesn't last forever either, does it? Nice.
Forces are under attack.
Nice. So I just got to kill all of his, I just killed like all of his prisms basically for nothing. That's pretty sick.
Looking fly. Combat maneuvering. Looking fly. Engines roar. Going to
Research
firewall.
complete.
Carbon
Yeah,
cloud.
because he just sent Creed. He just sent Creed all the camps to clear them, but he doesn't have that much.
It's going up.
I feel the need for speed.
Upgrade complete.
Full blower. Engines roar. Bogey in sight. Balls to the wall.
Capture point secured.
Fangs out. Taking
Thank you for clearing most of this camp out for me, though. I do appreciate that.
out of lock. Carbon clouds. Balls to the wall.
Capture point contested. Capture point secured.
Looking fly.
Capture
Feel
point
the
lost.
need. The need
Here we go.
speed. Full blower. Throttling. Going to firewall.
Capture point contested.
Suppressing fire. Balls to the wall.
Invisible thingy for them. Perfect.
Upgrade
Nice. So I'm making my transition into helicarriers right now, and basically what that's going to enable me to do.
Carbon cloud.
Our
Now you guys go
forces
home.
are
Go
under
home.
attack.
Oh, they won't make it. They won't make it. Vectors are really strong. So definitely something to keep in mind. The vector unit is basically like the blink stalker.
Taking position.
It's like the blink stalker type unit. It can literally blink, teleport, it can do all of the things that you hate about the blink stalker, more or less.
Fly. Engines roar.
Our forces are under attack.
Going to firewall.
Oh, he did not like me poking the arc ship. He did not like that. Yeah, so those guys are actually pretty good against these is what we're seeing.
Upgrade.
But that's fine. That's fine.
Need for speed.
Because that is also a part of the plan anyway.
Looking fly.
Following. Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
Engines roar.
Research
Attack speed.
complete.
Carbon clouds. Balls to the wall. Looking fly.
Constructing.
Unable to build there.
Placing structure.
Ready to fly. Pick it on. Smooth sailing. Over yonder.
I feel the
So
need
we'll send those guys around the outside. Since he is going with a ground response to my units, I'm kind of interested to see what happens here. Oh, yeah, killing these guys should be easy enough.
target rich environment.
Oops. Ooh. Oh, he almost died. Damn. What is that? Percent max health damage? Ay, ay, ay.
In the rear.
Capture point secured.
Carbon clouds. Suppressing fire. Got a lock. High speed pass. Full blower. Throttling. Going to fire.
Now watch this. Try to leave the mines here, and we'll see if he has anything for that. But
High speed pass.
Our forces are under attack.
Fly. Engines roar.
Constructing.
Going to firewall. Carbon clouds. Go ahead. Fangs out. Combat maneuvering.
Let's
Research complete.
Yeah, I mean, I did not expect this guy to get shellacked so hard that I had to send it home. I was ready to go
Our
attack
forces
him, but
are
that's
under
okay.
attack.
Engines roar.
Your directive.
Point the way.
Constructing.
Capture
Give me
point
in there.
contested.
Weapons go.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, he's got all them reactors. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. That is crazy. That is crazy.
Transiting now.
Capture point contested.
There we go. Yeah, just blow everything up.
Insufficient energy. Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, YOLO, bro. YOLO. You want to focus down my base? I'll focus down your base, bro.
Our base is under attack.
Let the bombers hit the floor.
Our forces are
Let
under
the bombers
attack.
hit the floor.
Still here. Placing structure.
Insufficient energy. Our base is under attack.
There we go. Yeah. Blow up the guy. Blow up the big one. Whatever. We got this. He's cooked. He's cooked. Oh, is he at red power? Is that what I can see? Did I just see him go from yellow to red? So he's done. We just beat him, basically, is what that means, I think. Yeah. I don't know which building actually gives them their power, but we'll see. Oh my god, this guy hates you so much right now. Well, sometimes it'd be like that, man. Sometimes it'd be like that. The game can get crazy. The game can get crazy. Arc ships provide a lot of power other than batteries. So those battery guys that give him energy, those ones mess with their top bar. The ones that look like a big fat diamond. I gotta be honest, guys. Everything Celestial kind of looks the same to me. The most distinguished silhouettes that really stand out are the Scythe, the Arc ship, and I mix up the Archangel with the other air shooter guy that they have constantly. The Kree and the Argent kind of look the same to me, and all their buildings look the same, so I just don't. I have the hardest time telling Celestial units apart compared to the other factions, so. Because it's like, they put the buildings down, and I know that the Creation Chamber makes units. I know the Creation Chamber makes units, but at the same time, I also am like, is the battery just for restoring energy to the units on the ground, or is it also for the top bar, or does it just like buff stuff that's near it? Because like people always talk about how they have this celestial field or whatever, this like flux field that they make, but I'll be honest, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that does. I don't even know what the restrictions are for building stuff as celestial. It just has to be, it just has to kind of be like near, it has to be like near something else, basically, I guess. I don't know. I got a DM that the YouTube stream did not start up today, so I gotta pour a beer out for those guys because I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that today. But I love you guys. Let's see. Oh, my other order got delivered. Fantastic. That's incredible. That's amazing. Oh, there's some activity on a pull request that I commented on for OBS a while ago. Ay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so guys, they just announced it, but I might as well tell you guys now. They are going to be doing Stormgate at the Esports World Cup. As you guys know, there's our StarCraft 2 World Championship is being done there in Saudi Arabia this coming week. I have no affiliation. I'm not a part of it. So if that makes you feel any kind of way, I'm not the person to direct those feelings towards. But they did get a lot of StarCraft people out there, since those people are going to be commentating the StarCraft Championship. So they are doing the first big Stormgate event, which is going to be kind of cool. So they're going to have parting, mana, Theory and Maxed playing. And they're going to have Tastosis and Zombie Grub and Rotterdam. Those are the best. I mean, right? Those are the best of the best. You don't get better than ZG and Roddy. No offense to everybody else. They're just... they're fantastic. Fantastic. I love to see them. So Zombie Grub, Roddy, Tastosis, they'll be casting some... I mean, Parting, I think, is just an incredible player. I can't wait to see. Can't wait to see what he gets up to. I'll definitely be watching. That's going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. So before my stream. It's going to be before the stream, okay? So go watch that. I'll be in chat probably watching that as well. I don't know what the bracket is or the format is or anything like that. I do believe I'm allowed to co-stream it. So if I get up early, maybe we'll see. It's a joke. I usually get up at about 5 in the morning. I just do video editing and shit posting until it's time to stream, more or less. More or less. That noon to 5, window is a good one to hit. What can I say? Miss your Roddy Nathanias duo. Hey man, you never know, right? You never know. Got dog hair in my eyeball. It'd be awesome to cast with Roddy again one day. Either either ESL realizes they're missing out. That's about it, right? Either ESL realizes that they're missing out, or one of you guys just have to run a big ass tournament and hire both of us, and then the problem is solved. Both of those options work for me. Both of those options. Even if WCS never comes back, I hope you guys hit us up for your old folks home casting. Yeah, SC2 Championship I think is next weekend, or I think it starts on like Thursday or something. It starts in a couple of days. Cyril will most likely win again because he is the GOAT. So
Not enough luminite.
one can hope anyway. Yeah, I haven't had a game to be excited about like this in a long time, so it's just really nice. It's just really nice. I don't get a lot of love from StarCraft anymore. There's not a lot going on over there, so having other things to sink my teeth into is really, really nice.
What's next? Eliminate. Ready or not? Ready. What's next? Ready. Ready or not? On my way.
I'm here to assist.
What's next?
Not too shabby.
Ready.
Not too shabby.
On my way.
Yeah, so the Lancer hits like 2 units at a time, basically. That's how he does his thing.
Reporting for work.
Ready.
Locking in.
Ready or not?
Our base is under attack.
Target acquired.
Capture point secured.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Ready to work. Coordinates locked.
Eliminate. Ready or not? On my way. Annihilate. Ready. Annihilate. Ready.
Placing structure.
Our forces are under attack.
I'm off.
Oh, is that it?
Will follow.
Yeah, it is just going to be a dog cheese. He's just cheesing us. He's just cheesing us.
What's next?
Not enough luminite.
It's not very inspiring. It's not very inspiring. Someone told him he was playing against Nathanias. He wanted to get his, he wanted to get his snapshot Kodak moment. I feel ya. I feel ya. He's got his mom with the VHS pointed at the screen right now. She's so happy. She's so happy. I get it. I get it.
Capture point lost.
I am too. He's bringing me the push. Yeah, I hate the dog meta. If they want people to boot this game up and not uninstall, this shit needs to get taken care of, okay? All right, first of all, people have enough complaints about watching dogs die in media. Second of all, having to have every single game that they play just turn into people complaining about how much they hate dogs is like the most evil way to mess with people psychologically I can imagine. You know what I mean? Why do we have to torment? Why do we have to torment people by making them want to hate dogs? You know? He's still on one base though, so he hasn't really done anything. He hasn't done anything. He just gave up almost all of his pups right there, so he has no map control. He's cooked.
Reporting for work.
No, yeah, that'll do it.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, he tried to expand during that and he failed. There's his biokinetics lab. He doesn't have anything going. He doesn't have anything going at all.
Ready to work.
What if I told you you don't deserve to be able to build a
Our
base?
forces are under
What if I told you that? No, but this is very good for us. So he threw away a lot to do that.
Okay.
And all he really got out of it was my health camp. So, I mean, I guess he gets like the barely passive regen from it, but it's not the end of the world. It is not.
In the rear.
We'll give him a special taste. That's what we'll do.
Got it.
Upgrade complete.
Your directive. This should be good. Placing structure. Placing structure. Constructing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get that back.
Upgrade complete.
Boom, boom.
Capture point secured.
It's going up.
Kind of tuck that on the inside. Just to be safe. You guys should be working on that, by the way. Not slacking. Not slacking. Slacking.
You want me to do what now?
Yeah, go get that crazy, crazy big spike that you get from taking that base. Go for it, Nate. Go for it.
Insufficient Therium.
Live your best life.
Insufficient Therium. Upgrade complete.
Robot engaged.
There it is.
Sure. Robot engaged.
Not enough Luminite.
If I make hornets, I'll make turrets for those, so we don't need to encourage him to do things we don't want him to do, right?
Will comply.
Not enough Luminite.
Constructing. Coordinates locked. Placing structure.
Not enough Luminite.
Boo-doo-doo-dum. We're getting there.
Not enough.
It's happening, slowly but surely. Second Vulcan's on the way.
Our
Second
forces-
Vulcan is on the way.
Capture point contested.
Looks like he got the Beryllium claws, so he got the upgrade for his dogs. He got the upgrade for the dogs. So they're gonna do even more damage now. That's a really important upgrade to be aware of because it more or less tells us the story of where this game is headed. And that there's probably gonna be a big run by or a huge push centered around, you know, those dogs coming in after me.
Research complete.
Wonderful.
Let's get all these guys back to work by just chronoing that out.
Radio call incoming. Strap yourselves in, boys.
Insufficient energy.
On my way.
Awaiting further instructions.
Perfect. Perfect.
Destination locked in. Just what you say, ma'am.
Not
Just
enough
what you say,
Luminite.
ma'am.
Is he coming? Is this the push? Oh yeah, this is it.
Service. Complete.
Extreme pressure. Call it.
Insufficient energy.
Extreme pressure. Got an itchy trigger finger. Ready. I'm listening.
Hi-ho.
That's tough, right? That's tough. He makes the attack right at the moment where I want to attack him. And that's just difficult. That's just difficult because my push is obviously relying a little bit on that evac. So having everything where I want it to be is not always easy.
Insufficient Therium.
Yeah, he's just playing that contain game.
Constructing.
Standing fast. Top speed. Standing fast. Can I take your order?
Not enough luminite.
Vulcan online.
So do you think he's just going to attack me with no vision as soon as I leave my base again? Do you think that's what this is?
In, boys.
Let's try and go.
Now. Your ball to call. Radio call incoming.
Let's hope. Let's hope he doesn't time it like that on me again.
Upgrade complete.
Lay it on me. I'm gone.
There we go.
What's the sit rep? Buckle up, Buttercup. Sit back and relax.
Come here, Pookie.
In transit HQ. Destination locked in. Engaging booster.
Our base is under attack.
Destination locked in. In transit
Our
HQ.
forces are under attack.
Nav systems updated. Where's the emergency?
Not enough luminite.
Yeah, there's probably too many exos, right, for us to deal with.
Ready for
Not
takeoff.
enough luminite.
Coming around. T-minus.
Yeah, that's just bad luck, right? That timing just worked out to be so unfortunate for me. Let's just go next, and we'll try and do better next time. Yeah, I'll wait a minute for him to queue up. That was like, you know, sometimes you just have those games where everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and you're like, I'm just gonna take a second after that. If I rematch him, it'll probably go the exact same way, and he'll just, the moment I leave my base, he'll just run up my ramp, and I don't like any time that happens in any game. So we'll do a set, and then we'll queue up for another game. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Nice. Hey, Biggest Banana, you're a fan of the stream? Thanks, man. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. When is the OG sweatband coming back? I don't have it anymore. It was lost to time. It was lost to time a long time ago. I don't think we'll ever see it again. You've never seen someone work out before? That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I like to do that sometimes just to kill a little bit of time, you know. When you get a bad game and you don't want to rematch, but you don't want to sit there and do nothing, you pump a little iron. You pump a little iron for the crew. That's what I like to do. For the boys.
Placing structure.
Not enough luminite.
I'd rather do something good for me than just waste everybody's time. But if you like watching me do that, then that's just a double plus for you, really. Starting to look like Arnold. Thanks, man. Getting shredded AF over here. That's the plan.
Not enough luminite.
Every time I play a game where I really wouldn't want to rematch someone, I just lift weights. And if they're still waiting for me on the other side, then,
Forces are under
well,
attack.
I just assume they're probably, you know, they're probably somebody that really loves me. Oh, is he cheesing me? Is this a cheese? Here, I'm just going to leave this game. We'll wait. I'm going to wait one more minute. We're going to do another set. I'm going to try and dodge that guy because he was going to proxy me. I don't want to play against that. I'm going to do one more set, and then we'll queue up again. But that's the best way to handle that stuff. Does Stormgate have a chance to compete with StarCraft 2? I think that when you compare multi-billion-dollar mega corporations with sub-100 million market cap companies, I think that it's impossible to have a good faith conversation around that, you know? Really, the answer is, as Stormgate builds their game, do they eventually make a better value proposition if StarCraft 2 is still an abandoned game, which right now StarCraft 2 is a completely abandoned product by Blizzard. If you're asking me why I'm playing Stormgate and not StarCraft, it has very little to do with my interest in StarCraft. Personally, I love StarCraft. It's one of my favorite games I've ever played, but the meta has just been stale for years. There haven't been significant changes of any kind, and they put like a community of anonymous strangers to patch the game together. That's literally how StarCraft 2 gets its updates. It's just a completely anonymous group of people just submit updates to the game. They like reworked a random unit that wasn't even a problem. Like, that's what they're doing over there. So for me personally, I'm just bored. Like, I just get really bored playing a game that just never ever changes at all. For some people, they love that. Like, for some people, they've been playing StarCraft for the last 4 years with no updates, and they think to themselves, like, this is the greatest thing ever, because they already believe the game is perfect. And while, like, maybe when I'm 50, you know, I might look back on StarCraft and be like, it was perfect. But, like, at the same time, nothing is perfect. Because if you think that something is perfect, then you're saying it can never get better. And you're kind of, like, limiting yourself in a way, you know? So I love StarCraft, but the coolest thing about StarCraft was that it was always growing, right? And there were all these different things happening, and, like, the metas evolved, and people would end up doing different strategies, and they had these like reworks that they did after Legacy of the Void that were really fun. But the game's just been completely abandoned for years, which is really the only problem I have with it. I love StarCraft, and if they released a patch for StarCraft tomorrow, if they released a patch that added a unit or changed the game at all, if they did anything really to shake it up, I would be streaming it in a heartbeat. I'd be there. But they're not going to do that, which is why I'm here. So I think a lot of other people feel the same way. If you're jaded about the success or potential success of Stormgate, then you're probably exactly that kind of person I'm talking about. But there's a lot of people that are anxious about that. Because there's people that are doing what I used to do, where they like kind of, you know, for a couple of years, the last couple of years, guys, I had no faith at all. I mean, I just streamed the game and literally prayed. I'd get down on my hands and knees in front of my bed, and I'd tell my wife, I said, I hope Microsoft decides to do something with this game, so I don't have to do anything else, because I would fucking love that. And you know what? You know, it's just turns out my prayers weren't answered. So here I am. Maybe one day. The cool thing is that I should be able to live, if all things go well, maybe another 50 years. So there's a pretty good chance I get to play whatever the next StarCraft game is. So I don't worry about it quite as much. There's a pretty good chance if they ever make another StarCraft game, I'll be around to play it. So I'm not sweating it too badly. Not too much.
Not enough.
Do you guys think he's just gonna dog rush me, right?
Wonderful.
Not enough luminite.
Why didn't you pull Boys vs. That Cheese? You have Orbital Call for that. Please don't ask me why I do or don't do things in the game. Thank you. You're excited for the future of Stormgate? Me too. Me too. Some of you guys probably like didn't like when StarCraft 2 came out, right? And you're like, oh, Brood War is going to be the best. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's like when kids grow up and they're like, oh, you're going to know this when you're a parent. And then everybody says, I'm never going to be like you. And then everyone just always ends up becoming clones of their parents, right? Because all of their attempts to take out their trauma by not being the same as them just result in them being the same anyway. And then you kind of just go nowhere.
Under attack.
It's more like that. It's more like that.
How can I help?
It's the same thing. I will never forget when StarCraft 2 first came out. You guys should have seen the rage threads. The amount of books, the textbooks, the literature that was published in Team Liquid about why it is wrong for the game to be accessible to new players, because casual players are unintelligent dogs that will make the player pool worse. I have read these posts from people who play StarCraft, and it is literally the saddest. It is the saddest This is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We're talking about grown-ass men posting about a video game. Grown-ass men posting about a video game, by the way, that their kids are playing. So you know that they're not interested in connecting with them either. That's brutal. Brutal. You hate to see it. I'm not surprised there's a lot of gatekeepers and haters around Stormgate, because this game is trying to do, again, the impossible, right? And try and make a fast-paced RTS a little bit more accessible for people that just want to play video games and have fun. To me, that's the point of Stormgate. That is their mission objective. That is their mission objective, so.
Ready. On the go. Construct.
Obviously, all the people that want to feel smart about playing RTS are going to hate this game, because this game's whole entire point is to break down the ceiling so new people can come in. So no, I don't think the angry always online types are gonna love this. No. Or maybe they do, because they don't care about. They're not like, you know what I mean? Like, most people who rage on the internet aren't really invested in what they're raging at either. So I guess for them it's just good fodder, right?
Complete.
It's a never-ending party.
Alrighty.
But I don't worry about that stuff. See, the cool thing is you don't actually have to look at any of that stuff, right? And most of the people who post about this, even in my chat, they don't even actually hold these opinions themselves, right? You guys just come into chat and you say what you heard somebody else say.
Insufficient
So if you
data.
really think about it, you could just like not even see that stuff, right? You could be like, oh, this is really negative. I don't want this in my face all the time. And then you like click to unfollow, or you mute that, right? Or you do kind of something to just get that out of your way. And then when you want to think about the game, instead of looking at some angry guy that you don't know's opinion on it, what you could do is just boot up the game for yourself and be like, you know, this does look like shit, but it plays nice. And then you would have the same opinion as most people. And you'd be like, yeah, I hope this gets better. And that's generally where things are.
Forces are
But yeah, I would say many of the assets, graphical and otherwise, are definitely placeholder, if not entirely. Most everything visually feels like some early level of model or texture. Even as somebody who's committed to this game, I completely feel that way, and I have no concerns about that eventually ever changing either. I expect it to be something that changes eventually, but
Our forces
all right, let's
are
just
under
go
attack.
next. On this map, people just go mass dog, and you can't expand, so I don't want to play games where I can't expand, so I'm always going to leave those games. So I'm going to get another set in, and then hopefully we queue against somebody else in the next game. That's all we can do, baby. But people who play that boring shit, I'm just going to leave. I think it's a waste of time. Hopefully Laser Dog Eyes is a placeholder. It's too goofy to stay. No, I hope they get rid of it. Because the problem is everybody who plays this game is going to say the words, I hate dogs, constantly. So either that could tank the reputation of this game on its own. Like, the scout should be a scout. It should not build twice as fast as a worker. It should not build 3 times as fast as any other combat unit in the entire game. So, but the fact that people can just open with like 20 of them, and then the moment you build anything that isn't a dog, you instantly lose, is terrible game design. That being said, I don't even think that build works on any map where you have a ramp between your main base and your natural. But because there's no competitive standard for maps and there's no vetoes, you get forced to play on maps like that where you have like no walls. There's nothing on that map specifically. There is nothing you can do to stop somebody from getting into your base. It is literally impossible. So it's like you either mass dogs or you lose, and that's it. And I would just rather lose. I would literally rather lose and then lift weights for a minute than, I don't know, sit there sweating, mauling, smacking my keyboard, praying the dogs blow themselves up, and then thinking to myself, why am I upset about dogs? This is really fucked up. I don't want to be upset about dogs. Can you please change the unit to something else? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think they'll get a lot of complaints about that, though. There is no reason for the dog to build 3 times faster than any other combat unit Vanguard can make. There is no reason or need for it. It doesn't need to build in 13 seconds. You get one for free at the start of the game. It serves its purpose from second 0. You don't need that garbage. That's like if they made Reapers build twice as fast as Marines. That is literally what that is. It's bad. It's really bad. I think if they're worried about player retention, I think most people who get dog rushed will probably uninstall after the first time it happens. I sincerely believe that. That will ruin a lot of people's first impression of this game when they get dog rushed. If you can boot the game up and die like 10 minutes in, at least you'll be like, well, I didn't know what I was doing, but I got to click around. But if that's what everybody's doing, it's very bad. It's very bad for the game. Yeah, I think the biggest problem is that the map editor won't be out until next year, which means all of the maps are going to be forced to be handpicked by Frost Giant. And Frost Giant does not have a duty to make all of the maps fun or fair to play on. They are using a lot of these maps to collect data about specific types of maps and the way that specific types of maps affect gameplay. So on one hand, there will be no other maps to play on except the ones they give us. And on the other hand, we know that they will deliberately give us bad maps just to get data. So it's like, you can either complain about that because you only want balanced maps, in which case you should probably wait for the game to launch into 1.0 is what I would suggest. Or, yeah, they'd have to make that more of a priority to get the editor out faster so that, you know, competitive maps can be made. But I don't think they're going to waste their time making a standardized set of maps with like, oh, there's a ramp from the main to the natural like StarCraft. Like, I don't think they're going to do that. I think they want to avoid that really badly. So because of that, they should just nerf that shit. Really, that's all they can do. It's like having speedlings. It's like being able to make speedlings from your hatchery at the beginning of the game, except walls don't exist, right? It's like what the fuck are you doing here? Like, what are we doing here, you know? And for people that were asking the time, by the way, the early access launch tomorrow when it goes completely free to play for everybody, that's at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and that's 1 p.m. New York time. But I don't think StarCraft 2 ever, I don't think there was a single StarCraft 2 map we were ever forced to play on that had a completely open main base. And that's what that last map was, which is that's why I hate playing on it. That map is only in the game literally to make everybody who plays it miserable. Oh, thanks, Alpinomo. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, exactly. Guys, we learned this from like the earliest RTSs back in ancient Mesopotamian times before we even had computers. All right, prehistoric RTSs knew that backdoors in the main base were bad design. All right. Listen, we don't have to act like it's creative. We don't have to act like it's clever. We don't have to pretend, guys. You shouldn't have a back door in your main. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? No RTS that I have ever seen in my entire life has benefited from having backdoors in the main base. Nobody likes it. At least the one map, if you guys know, there's that one map, the 4-player map. On the 4-player map, there are trees in the back door natural. You have an extra Luminite base with no Therium in the back of the 4-player map. and there are trees there that can be broken, but at least it's like a mid-game backdoor. Like you can't rush that door down for some of those attacks, right? Like you can kind of see that in certain situations it can make more or less sense, but yeah, I struggle with it. I struggle with it. Now this map is a little bit easier to kind of base off. All right, looks like he just went straight down to my base. I guess he's in the top. He must be in the top left, right?
You want me to do
Leonidas learned about backdoors over 2,000 years ago. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
placing structure?
Yeah, but these guys build 3 times faster than any other unit Vanguard makes. So if you don't do this build, you're just fucked. It's the dumbest thing. It's the dumbest thing.
Robot engaged. It's going up.
And the thing is, if I send my dog across the map, then he can just poke my workers forever for free, right? So it's like, I just kind of have to do this and then hope that he's not building 30 more behind it, more or less. That's about it. And there's like a million healing fruits on the map, so the damage I do doesn't matter because he's just going to go heal. So now it's a coin flip. Now I can coin flip the entire game on taking this this creep camp. If he attacks me while I'm taking this camp, I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose the game. And if he is taking his own camps, then we should be fine. Then I think this turns into a pretty good one. But just trying to set expectations.
Ready to work.
Just trying to set expectations, you guys.
You scared me.
Ready.
Getting to work.
Ready or not.
Your directive. Constructing.
Ready. I'm off. On my way. What's next?
Capture point secured.
Ready.
Yeah, I don't think you guys have to worry about the pro play balance thing. I hope you guys know that their real vision for the multiplayer of this game is to be closer to StarCraft 2 co-op, but competitive with like the commanders and stuff. That's where this game is going, in case you guys weren't aware of that.
What's next? Ready.
Awaiting further instructions.
And that includes a lot of 3v3 specific only modes for PvP, so
What's next?
if you guys are worried about the casual mode being tainted by competitive balance like StarCraft 2 was, you don't have to worry about that with this game. The non-hardcore PvP experience is going to be very different from the 1v1. That's been one of their major stated goals for the game, so all the stuff that they end up doing for balance in this game it's not gonna end up having a knock-on effect on everything else. Well, it probably will, but not to the same degree anyway. Not to the same degree. Let's see what you got.
Our forces are under attack.
Biokinetics lab, so he's going into his bio. Oh, that's a cute little pet he's got. I like that.
Upgrade complete.
Wonderful. Placing structure. Got it.
There we go. There we go.
Robot engaged.
Now this matchup is actually really good. Again, there's just a couple of like really abusive strategies that are just straight up bad for the game.
Capture
Like
point
again, the
contested.
try-hard people that care way too much about their MMR and stuff. Like those people, the ones you can't trust because everything they say is secretly like some weird shit to make them win more games.
Capture point.
You can't trust those people. But like, it's definitely something I hope that they end up adjusting. I don't see any reason why it needs to build faster than everything else when the intended purpose is to have one at the start of the game for vision. So I do think long term they'll fix that. Especially since they don't actually have that 3v3 mode that they're trying to offer, so I think they're going to need the 1v1 to be a little more accessible too at this point in time. So I don't make a big deal out of it.
Awaiting further instructions.
Upgrade complete. Our forces are under attack.
But on a map like this, you can see like there's a front to my base, so he can't just run the dogs through here. Like he'd have to break that open with a mid-game unit. So map design is really important, I think. That's why the only reason the map stuff scares me is because I know we won't have the editor in anybody's hands for a long time.
Plotting course. You want me to do what now? It's going up. Okay.
Capture point. Not enough.
All right, we'll get the machine shop next.
At your disposal.
Not enough lumen.
Everything I need is building, so we are basically there. Just see if we can get something done with it.
Not enough luminite. Not enough luminite.
On my way. Kick the tires.
Can Bobs cut down trees? Yeah, workers can. Workers can cut down trees. We haven't even gotten that far in the meta yet. People don't even do stuff like that. People literally do not even do stuff like that yet, but yeah, you can.
Our force capture point contested.
What's the plan? T-minus a bit.
Not enough
Yeah, give me your Luminite guy. That's what I want.
secured.
Locked in. Coming around. Stand by for some chop. Buckle up, Buttercup. Where's the damn beacon? What's the plan? Buckle up. Lay it
Capture
on
point
me.
contested.
With extreme presence. Sit back and relax. On my way. Buckle up.
Capture point
Just
lost.
what you see, ma'am. Stand by for some chop. Don't be shy.
Yeah, see, there you go.
On me.
Gun strapped in.
Just what you see, ma'am.
Oof.
Up now.
Placing structure.
Not enough luminite.
Yeah, things got a little crazy there, didn't they? Ay.
Capture
No, he's got a lot of stuff. He's gonna play me hard for these camps, it looks like. He's gonna play hard for
capture
him.
point lost.
That's okay though. I like that.
Talk to me. What's the sit rep? Just what you see, ma'am.
Not enough luminite.
It's crazy though, even with the multi-build, how long it takes to make the Vanguard turrets. I think that was like a relic from some of the cheese builds maybe in the
Upgrade
alpha.
complete.
Oh shit, I got 2 central commands now.
Not enough
My
luminite.
bad. I knew that was gonna happen to me eventually.
Transiting now. Where's the emergency?
Eventually.
Boosters. Holding here. Lay it on me.
You want me to do what now?
On their tail. Call it.
Research
What's
complete.
the plan?
Still here.
Not enough luminite.
At your disposal.
What's the plan?
I think we're mostly okay here.
Just what you see, ma'am. With extreme presence. Destination locked in. Destination locked in. On their 6. Hit me.
So the idea here is we can take the camps pretty easily with the Vulcans,
Buttercup. Can I take your order?
and then yeah, well, get that tier 3 now, I guess.
It's going up.
Lay it
And then we try and go into our big helicarriers before he kills us with a gigantic ball of exos that we can't stop.
Engaging boosters. Fueling up now. Coordinates confirmed. In transit HQ. Coming in hot.
Yeah, game comes out at 10 a.m. Game comes out at 10 a.m. tomorrow if you guys are interested. If you watch this stream for 3 hours today,
Transit HQ.
you'll get access to play the game before tomorrow as well. I don't know how many people are watching, but if it's enough and you guys promise to stick around, I can stream a little bit more tonight too. Katie, my wife did ask me if I would play some Stormgate co-op with her. She wasn't sure if chat was interested, but we might get a little bit of that in tonight too. She's a Gosu or a Lana player. That's a Celestial commander.
Stand by for some chop.
It's a Celestial commander.
Constructing.
Got so much money. I'm just ready. I'm just ready to go.
Kick the tires.
He could probably kill me though. I don't really have what I need for the state of the game.
Complete.
I need this. I need this badly. We're getting it now. We'll see. See if it's on time or way too late.
Coordinates confirmed. Transiting now. Just what you see, ma'am. I'm
Give me
gone.
that resource patch.
Well, looky here. Talk to me.
Placing structure.
Capture point secured.
On their tail.
That chalky milk.
And relax. Just what you
Let's
see,
go.
ma'am. In transit HQ. Transiting now. Transiting now. Destination locked in.
Capture point contested.
Shy. Lay it on me.
Capture point
Just what you
lost.
see, ma'am.
Getting to work. Constructing.
Talk to me.
Yeah, he's definitely about to push us hard, I think.
Kick the
Capture
tires, light the fires.
He's
Capture
taking our
point
points.
Ready.
Capture point lost.
Let's get underway. On my way. Fueling up now. I'm
Research
gone.
complete.
Fish in a barrel. Got an itchy trigger finger. In transit HQ. On their tail.
Capture point
On their
contested.
Buckle up. Your ball to call.
Capture point lost. Our forces are under attack.
Ready to fly.
How can I help?
Just what you see, ma'am. Give it to me.
Our base is
On
under
their
attack.
tail. Transiting now.
Our forces are under attack.
Looking further instruction.
Not enough luminite.
Pick it on.
In the rear. With the beer.
Over yonder. Ready to fly. Pick it on.
Crazy, crazy.
Changing tack.
Oh, that one's not too. That was not close enough. Rip.
Want me to do
Rip. Gonna need to build another 500-year turret. Real quick over here. Don't mind me, boyos. Don't mind me.
Not
Probably could have gotten the Animus boost, but I also made 2 central commands, so I don't think I have any.
enough
I don't
luminite.
think I have any legs to stand on here.
okay.
Pick it on. Spool over yonder. Changing tack. Even key.
Yeah, get these back. Get these back.
Ready to work.
Over yonder.
Capture point secured.
Go. Got it.
Ready to fly. Even key. Smooth sailing. Over yonder.
Capture point
Oh
secured.
shit. Yeah, we are cooked.
Ready to fly. Even key. Smooth sailing. Let's get underway.
Worker shutting.
Yeah, losing that Vulcan drop just crushed me, right? GG. Well, at least that was a macro game, so that was nice. I'll take that. I'll take that. That wasn't the worst. Hope everyone's having a good start to the week. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, the Vulcan is just crazy good. You got to keep in mind though, each one is 6 supply. It's like 200 minerals, 125 gas. So we're talking like maybe like a quarter or 25% more cost than a siege tank on the minerals. So they're really, really expensive. So while they are really strong, you can see the damage you can do with the drops. I got kind of impatient because he was just kind of turtling, right? He was just playing really defensive and just holding all his units at his base waiting for me. So I got a little bit impatient. I attacked him. You attack the turtle. Usually you die. That's what happens. Not a huge deal. We just, go next. But if he wasn't just sitting there in his base in that spot, I think I could have gotten a lot of damage done. But he just kind of recognized the move was to do nothing. Because I had such a harass focused build. But we do have a Celestial game, so it's a little bit easier. I think we've got a really good grip on this matchup now. I think we've got a really good grip on this matchup. The Hornets were actually pretty good too against the, I think the Hornets were fantastic against the Argents earlier. And I normally don't feel that way. Yeah, transform. Transform. Do it. Do it.
You want me to do what now?
To say this, Frost Giant does care about the criticisms and responds well to the feedback and make changes. Yeah, exactly, exactly. As long as you guys are always respectful like that, you know, as long as we're not just saying negative things just to be negative, I really appreciate that. I'm obviously here because I enjoy the game. If you think that, you know, if you think horrible things about it, that's not something I really want to hear here either. So I appreciate the level-headed conversation in chat today. It means a lot to me.
Move order received. Placing structure.
Not enough luminite.
This should be good.
Happy partner anniversary. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been streaming for a crazy long time. It's nuts. It's nuts. I think the official day is tomorrow. But they put the it was set for tomorrow, but they already started doing the pop-up for it today, so that was kind of cool, I guess. I guess, you know.
Not enough luminite. Not enough luminite.
But the idea is basically push out, take the camps, and then by the time that they might have Argents on the field, that's when you're building a couple of turrets back at your base so that you can more or less just hide behind those to get to the next phase. I'm trying to have the dog also target onto the right spot as well, so...
Transiting now.
Yeah, the Lancer can actually attack in a line from where it starts its attack too, so... Things to keep in mind anyway, I guess, right? It's gonna be a theme today. Things to keep in mind.
Structure.
We make our triangle of turrets here.
It's going up.
And ideally we don't have to make more this game. That's the purpose of the triangle.
Upgrade complete. Not enough luminite.
Fantastic.
Not enough luminite.
Do I get him out of range? Yes, okay. Whew.
Ready to work. Get to work. In the rear with the bear.
Perfect.
Capture point secured.
All right, he's starting to take his camps. He's starting to take his camps, so I just need to go back to my base. We'll take everything else with the air units. I think we got to a pretty good spot here, so I'm not worried. But mostly the idea is that the Lancers allow us to take the early camps, even though we're not playing bio. Yeah, see.
Not enough.
The Lancers allow us to take the early camps, even though we aren't playing bio. And then they're not a waste of money, because one of the really interesting concepts in this game is that there are no upgrades like +1 or anything like that. You just get upgrades for units, abilities, and utility, more or less. So it is really interesting from a concept standpoint to kind of look at that approach and say, Well, the idea behind the way that this game is going to work is that you could make a tech switch, unlike StarCraft. Because in StarCraft, you know, they always say, well, why don't Terran players use the mech stuff more? And the biggest argument generally was that people obviously don't want to play mech as their full strategy. That's one thing. But for other people to not even mix some of those units in occasionally, it kind of becomes a different conversation, right? And I think that is always something really interesting to look into and to study and to research, because there are so many different reasons why people say those things. You know, like what draws their interest, what gets them excited about playing the game and stuff like that. And I just like that they're trying to appeal to so many different ranges of RTS fan, and like what makes RTS fun and what makes RTS enjoyable and why people like to play RTS and all that. You know, I think that that's just so huge, and I love that. I love that so much.
Throttle it. High speed pass. Got a lock. Got a lock. Taking position. Balls to the wall.
Yeah, so he just went into red power. He just went into red power from that.
Throttle it. I feel the need.
Not enough luminite.
For speed. Going to firewall. Got a lock. Looking fly. Weapons go. Bogey in sight. Throttle it. I feel the need.
He's still at red power.
For speed.
Does the Guardian Nexus give power? Is that how that works?
Placing structure.
Not enough luminite.
Looking fly. Balls to the wall. Bogey in sight.
Not
She's saying bogey or Loki, like Loki season 3.
For speed.
Oh my god, yeah, no, this guy's crazy greedy. Oh my goodness, no, he's the greediest man ever.
Go ahead. Get me in
not
there.
enough
Engines
luminite.
roar. I feel the need. The need.
What is this? What is this?
Looking fly. Looking fly. Go ahead.
Kill the batteries, right? That's like the main thing.
Not enough
Engines
luminite.
roar. Hold in here.
You want me to do what now?
Capture point contested.
Looking fly.
Oh, he just made nothing but Kree. That's it. That's what he did.
It's going up. Constructing.
Invalid location.
Placing structure.
Not enough luminite.
That's his arc ship. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. Let's just kill the arc ship.
Full blower. Looking fly.
Capture point
To the
secured.
wall. Carbon
Capture point contested.
No, he wanted to go like vectors or something. That's really funny.
Forces are
Well,
under attack.
that helps.
attack speed. Target rich environment. Looking fly. Balls to the wall.
Capture point contested.
Throttle it.
Research
High-speed
complete.
pass. Point the way.
Capture point
Looking
lost.
fly. Taking position.
At your disposal. Okay.
Weapons go. Bogey in sight. Engaging. Combat.
No, he just played crazy greedy, right? Like unimaginable levels of greed, basically.
Luminite.
I'm here to
That was his strategy. It's just unimaginable greed.
Pressing fire. Throttle it.
Oh, there's his arc ship too. He just started building. Insta cancel. Beautiful. Oh, he's at red power again too.
Capture point secured.
That's unfortunate.
Capture point secured.
Go ahead. Get me in there. Throttle it. I feel the need. The need for speed. Point the way. Full blower. Fangs out. Go ahead.
constructing.
Get me in there. Throttle it. Combat maneuvering.
Insufficient energy.
Fly.
Beautiful. Get him, Tasteless.
Engines
Get him.
I feel the need. The need.
Upgrade.
No, they make all these ground units that like just wreck everything and they're giga tanky. So what I like is I play the air style because, as you can see, Mass Baneling is not very good against Mass Air Unit. Mass Baneling is not very good against Mass Wraith. That's basically what happened. He went Banelings against Wraiths. He learned which unit is good and he went for it. Yeah, but he tried to quadruple expand. Guys, did you see what happened? Not only did he literally take every single camp on the map, and I mean, he went for all of them, but he also built 6 Star Forges next to the center vision tower after I killed like 3 or 4 of his prisms. It was a little adventurous. It was a little adventurous. Somebody asked me what I was drinking earlier today, and I did want to inform the crowd that I put a shot of, or like a squirt of like the Mio, you know, that stuff. That's it. That's all I did. Just got a little B vitamin flavor shot in my water, and that's it. Very excited. Yeah, 6 freaking Star Forges because he can. And that is why I like to play versus Celestial, because what I've realized is that they're the greed race. And then I realized that nobody actually wants to make enough Argents to deal with air units because you can just fly around them. So the number one most important thing you can do is to make enough turrets on the ground that if they try to run through, you know, then they get cut up, ideally. And then the air just kind of supports that. So typically I would be a little worried fighting vectors head to head with just the Hornets. But because I have the turrets there, because the Bobs are there, and because I have so many Hornets, I'm not super worried about it anymore. The other thing, too, is if he wants to attack me, that's fine. But he can't kite me. You can't kite somebody and attack them like that. So not when I have a Field of Dreams level of static defense and he has to kind of just shove through to attack me, more or less. That was a great game, though. That was fantastic. Speed camp kill Hornets better than Celestial. The speed camps do a lot of damage against air, yeah. Are we getting a Nathanias voice pack? Hey man, I hope so, okay? I hope so. I got to do the first $10,000 Stormgate tournament. I got to do that at the beginning of the year. That was great. Let's get to financially stable first. How about that? How about that? We'll get to some hopefully a regular, maybe some regular casting next year if there's a Stormgate League, like they were saying. You know, something like that would be nice. Something like that would be real nice. Then we'll worry about the voice pack after. You know I'm good for it, but if I did it too soon, there wouldn't be enough memes in the game, right? It's like if I made a voice pack for the game today, I wouldn't really have much to make jokes about because I wouldn't even know what the actual game is going to look like when people are using that voice pack 5 years later. Right? How am I going to make a joke about something that you do in the game when I haven't seen? If I want to copy memes, that's what memers do. We spread memes like viruses. I need to receive them first. Does that make sense? We gotta let them cook. We gotta let them cook. I wouldn't want a voice pack this early. What I would like is a portrait. That'd be great. A Nathanias portrait. Fantastic. Gift a sub in Nathanias' channel or be a sub in Nathanias' channel. Get a portrait. Fuck yeah. I'm all over it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. But I need to make sure I have something funny I can say before I go put my name on a voice pack for this game. My StarCraft 2 voice pack was legendary, and it made a lot of references, so. Gotta do right. Always gotta do right by the fans, you know? I don't want to give you guys something bad. I don't want to make a generic voice pack for a game just because they, you know, just because. That wouldn't make any sense. Now, if I got to voice over a unit, then we're cooking. Like if there was a Vulcan skin where it had a bandana, right? And then it had, you know, we just make a portrait and voice lines and I'll just do it. It'd be a special skin that changes everything about it as far as like the unit interaction goes. Then let's ball. Let's make that happen. Let's get your people on the phone with my people. Yeah, this is just a dog rush. I'm going to go next. I think at any Vanguard mirror matchup I get on that map, I might just leave because everyone's going to do the same thing and it's boring. Just to try and make sure I don't get that same map and opponent again. If I get the same map and it's versus Celestial, then I think we're fine. I think that map's an auto loss for me though against Vanguard or Infernal. I think that's going to be auto loss for Vanguard against Infernal and VVV unless you go Mass Dog. I refuse to go Mass Dog. You guys can unfollow me if that bothers you. You're never going to watch me sit here and willingly throw away dogs to the slaughter. That's not going to happen. To me, the visual is fucked up enough, but yeah. Just another reason to move away from it, really. Exactly. We don't know what kind of Carbot jokes are going to happen. How am I going to work a Carbot reference in if there's no Carbot Stormgate yet? Do you feel me? Husky hasn't made a music video of Stormgate yet. And until I see Ro dressed like a Habitat, until I see Rosanna Pansino dressed like a Habitat in Husky's Stormgate music video about a house party, I won't be satisfied, goddammit. The Celestial Mirror? I have not seen a lot of it. I watched it. It was the worst part of the Tasteless Invitational, but then they kind of fixed the beginning, right? So. I hope Carbot gets in on this too. Did you know that he's searching through his brain files right now? Is this NDA'd? I'm not sure. Never mind. I think Carbot's already done something with Stormgate. I think they're already doing stuff. Checking out the window for like ninjas with guns and shit. Gotta be careful over here. I'm pretty sure Carbot's already involved in this project. Didn't they hire them to make the mascot? Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I don't know. There's something like that. I'm pretty sure they made a video. I'm pretty sure they made a Carbot. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they paid, not friend. This was not like a friend help me out. I'm pretty sure they paid them to make the Frost Giant logo. They're like, they intrinsically gave money to a huge community creator that grew up from the game, right? From the last game anyway. So I think stuff like that is cool too. All right, let's go. Let's go next. I think Kate. Yeah, but Katie did reach out about playing some co-op, so I'm gonna message her and say we get a game in at 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. I hit her up. I hit her up. We've got an Infernal game on Jagged Maw. That's not too shabby. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you, Cult Leader. I appreciate that. No Carbot has a Frost Giant plushie, or did? Yeah. That's by them. That's them. Those guys are working together. All right. I don't know if you guys know this, but Frost Giant has literally worked with Frank Lepacki, who did the music for Dune 2. He did the music for Vanguard. He did them. Okay, you guys know you guys know Command and Conquer, Death March, or whatever. That was him. He worked on this game. You guys know Chris Metzen? Yeah, he was also a partial contributor on some level for the story of this game. They've got a lot of people involved all across like ranges. I'm pretty sure he did some voice lines. They got the same voice actor for the medevac from StarCraft 2 as the evac in this game. I think that a lot of stuff like that is very cool, and I do think that you know, when people talk about at least the pedigree of the people that have contributed and are a part of this game, you know, when people are like, I don't know if they're going to make it. I don't know if they're going to do this. And I'm like, I hope you guys know the real worst case scenario is that they probably just sell to like EA Games or some shit and have to put 1 million microtransactions in it and the game still exists. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how you guys read their statements, but the way that I do is they just kind of keep emphasizing that they like having like ownership over themselves and not having to answer to a publisher. They have specifically mentioned that several times. So it's kind of something that just stands out to me. But that's, you know, there are a lot of reasons why I'm not personally worried about this game, because I think the people working on it are highly competent and highly motivated, and that's really all you need to be successful. But a little bit of luck, but yeah.
You want me to do what now? Plotting course.
going out on a limb. Going out on a limb is that's how I've done basically everything I think I've more or less done in my life, you know?
Our forces
Gone a
are
long
under
way.
attack.
Gone a long way. Taking some long bets on myself. So this is kind of no different. I think the problem with this map, and this is again another one of those things that you're kind of like, you hope they eventually try to touch this, but I don't understand why there needs to be a mechanic in the game that allows you to bypass the entire design of the map to deal damage to your opponent's workers in the first, like, you know, minute too. I think that's kind of crazy. I don't feel like my workers die personally, but I do feel like it's one of those things that will probably, again, really sour people when they're playing versus Infernal and they haven't even scouted the enemy base on like a 4-player map, but their opponent has seen a couple guide videos and just hexes and rushes and blows up the dude's first worker, and he doesn't realize that it turns into a fiend, and then he's watching the fiend kill his other workers, and he hasn't made a barracks yet because he's still clicking around the menu trying to figure out what to do. And then now there's 2 fiends in his base, and then another hexen pops, and then there's 4 fiends in his base. And now this guy has uninstalled Stormgate and written a bad review on Steam, and then people are like, I don't understand why noobs don't like suffering as their pastime. And I'm like, we got to make sure we keep the game friendly for people, guys. We got to make sure we keep the game friendly for people. It is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing if lots of people want to play Stormgate. It is not a bad thing if lots of people want to play the game. It's a very good thing. We want as many people as possible to play the game. We don't want to uninstall. We don't want people to constantly feel like they never have any opportunity to do stuff. These are all really, really important things. Now, you personally, the viewer, may not agree with me specifically on these exact points, but those are my feelings anyway. That is what I think. I think that it is really important to try and make it so that the average person who boots up the game hoping to kind of mess around, even if they lose, you know, just find out a little bit, that they're able to do that. They fixed it with Celestials really quickly. So I still hold out hope.
Reporting for work. All systems
Upgrade
green.
complete.
Okay. Will comply.
Standing by. What's next?
You scared me.
Ready.
Perfect.
Constructing. Plotting course. Placing structure.
And we can get our first Vulcan. And then the idea here is that if it is like a Doom push that comes, usually for Infernal players, they kind of get set up on a big
Capture point
1 to 2
contested.
base push off of taking all the camps. Infernals benefit quite a bit from the camps, more than the other races, because they can turn the camps into units for free. They can turn the camps into units. So sometimes they come up with these really huge attacks. It's very, very common. I really don't want him to get this heal camp, because he'll probably try and use that to stage a big assault. So you got to be very careful.
Upgrade complete.
Awaiting further instructions.
Gotta just go for it.
Capture point secured.
Constructing.
Not enough luminite.
You see? That's a pretty good spot. That's a pretty good spot right there.
Not
I do
enough
like that.
luminite.
I do like that spot. Happy anniversary, Nate. Glad to have had you for this long. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Avoiding sharp edges is important for a better game feel. Exactly, exactly.
Under attack.
We got to avoid this like toxic masculinity thing where we pretend like making things really hard for the sake of difficulty is like rational or a logical thing to do, you know? Like the hardest part of the game should be outplaying your opponent, like bar none, more or less. So,
Enough luminite.
but again, I think that if people want to play a 3-minute game, they should, you know, there needs to be a 3-minute match mode.
Our forces are under.
If you want to play Dragon Ball Fighter Z, you should queue up and play Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And if you want to play a strategy game, you should queue up to play a strategy game. That's what I like. That's how I feel.
Standing fast.
And before gotcha, etc.
Not enough luminite.
Your ball to call. On my way. I'm listening. Give it to me.
Upgrade complete.
Directive.
Not enough.
But like, I really feel like that super elitist type mentality is one of the things that made it hard for StarCraft long term.
Coming in hot.
People just really mean about it sometimes, you know. They take it way too seriously.
Fueling up now. Sit back and relax. Sit back and relax. Welcome aboard. It'll all be over soon.
Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful line damage, tasteless.
Talk to me. Nav systems updated. Just what you see, ma'am. Off I go. Strap yourselves in, boys. T-minus a bit.
To tier 3.
I'm gone.
Oh, double Twilight Spire.
Strap yourselves in, boys. Just what you see,
Research complete.
Spilled into Twilight Spires. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum.
ma'am. Systems up.
No.
Coming in hot. In transit. Buckle up, Buttercup. Where's the damn beacon? Coordinates confirmed. Talk to me.
Into work.
Where's
Not
the
enough
emergency?
luminite.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Stand by for some chop.
Here we go.
Research
Welcome
complete.
aboard. T-minus
Capture point
a bit.
secured.
What's the plan?
Well, that's the thing about this map,
On my way.
is that it will always be a little bit tricky for him here.
Ready
Capture point
Yeah,
contested.
and he's gonna have a lot of stuff coming my way.
for takeoff.
He's gonna have a lot of stuff coming my way.
Capture point lost. Research complete.
There it is.
I'm gone. Well,
Upgrade complete.
coming around.
Our base is under
On
attack.
route. Ready. What's next?
Insufficient therium.
Engines roar.
With extreme pressure. Top speed.
Sweet Christmas. Brother in Christ. Oh, he's trying so hard to kill him, too. He's trying so hard to get him, to try to get the Vulcan with the Magmadon. That's beautiful. You love to see it. You love to see it.
Vulcan online.
Beautiful. Wow, the other Vulcan is still alive, too. These guys were stuck in that, too. While it's healing, when you send it back to base, it can't do anything. So, oh yeah, that's it. That's game. I killed all his workers, too. So that was great. Does promoting them instantly heal? So, the important thing to understand, I'll be honest with you, I do not know if they get a heal. I am not aware if there's a heal from promoting. But I will say this. When you get promoted, one of the benefits is like plus 10 or 20% health or something like that. So your maximum health increases. But is it a heal per se? I don't think so. I don't know if this matters in this game because heal mitigation and stuff aren't a thing. But if this was like League of Legends, think of it like Mundo's ult, where he gains max health and regen, but it's not like a flat heal. Although, I mean, they reworked it. It is a little bit of a flat heal now, but you know what I mean. Think about how Mundo's ult worked for, like, most of his existence. No, that's not true. After the first rework, they changed it from flat regen to max health increase. And then they brought it back a little bit of regen. Anyway, you get it. You get it. You either play Mundo or you don't. The two guys who play Mundo and even know what that is in chat are just like, bro, take the L. But yeah, that's why I go for the promote mid-fight, because it'll raise their max health. So technically, you live a little longer. Does it also give bonus damage? Yes, yes. I believe it's, on most units, it's somewhere in the range of that, like 5 to 10% buff for the damage, health, and then for some units for Vanguard also have unique bonuses as well. So some of them are unique bonuses that are not necessarily related to the other ones that I've mentioned already.
Okay.
So one example is that the evac, the dropship that I use, when the dropship levels up, it also gains movement speed. And that to me is one of my favorite things. The dropship gains movement speed from that. So you can do some funky stuff with that. You can get real wet and wild. Some units just get flat damage ability, some other stuff, but Yeah, there's unique. I think there's unique passive bonuses
Love order received.
for all of them to some degree.
Constructing.
There's unique passives.
Not enough luminite.
I don't know if he's dog rushing me or not, so I'm just gonna play defensive until I see evidence to the contrary. That's my plan.
Luminite.
Just because dog rush is toxic, and then we'll go into a expo with the camps, ideally.
You want me to do what now?
Fear is for the enemy. Ready or not? Ready. Ready or not?
Nice.
On my way.
Insufficient supply.
All systems clear. Getting to work. Still here.
What's next? On my way. What's next? On my way. I'm off. Chillin time.
How can I help? It's going up. Awaiting further instructions.
But you get so much money for killing the camps, so it's always a big focus. It's always really important to focus on getting them as fast as you can.
Reporting for
Not
work.
enough luminite. Not enough.
Yeah, maybe one more scout instead of getting another lancer there. Let's try and cut that corner, I guess.
I'm off. Eliminate.
He just took his health camp, so I think we're okay.
I'm off. On my way. What's next? Eliminate.
See, look at that. Perfect.
Chillin time. What's next? Ready.
Not enough luminite.
Placing structure.
What's next? On my way. Holding.
Capture point secured.
On my way. I'm off.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just keep pushing. Why not? Why not?
At your disposal. Will comply. Wonderful.
Ready. I'm off. Chillin time.
Upgrade complete.
What's next? Ready.
Oh, he made a bunch of lancers.
Our forces are under attack.
All systems clear. Got it. Moving out.
What's next? On their six. What's next?
Constructing. Hi-ho. Hi-ho.
Not enough luminite.
Yeah, well, we're going for our thing, boo. We're going for our thing. He chased me all the way out of there. He chased me all the way out.
Not enough luminite.
I want to give a big thanks to everybody tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Hopefully this game turns into a nice little banger.
Not enough.
I did ask the wifey if she would indulge us for a little fun, little relaxation after our hardcore ladder games, and Katie will be gracing us with her presence for a cheeky co-op game after this.
I'm here to assist.
Just trying to get the stream a little bit longer for those of you guys trying to get your access hours, okay? If you guys didn't hear the news, if you watch Stormgate on Twitch for 3 hours today, you can start playing before everybody else. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Not enough luminite.
Yeah, so you just watch the stream for 3 hours, link your Twitch account. I had to get this purple shader from watching a stream. I actually did not get it just for streaming. So hours streamed of the game does not count. But hours watching streams of the game counts.
Enough luminite.
Does that work for Steam? So that's what I use. That's what it's on. I mean, you mean if you're watching on Steam? Yeah, I don't know. Nathanias, you beautiful son bitch. Maynard, have you seen the new Deadpool movie? I know you, that may not be your cup of tea, but Hugh Jackman's abs. I need to talk to you about them at some point. So even if you don't care for it, just find what I'm talking about so we can discuss it. You loved it? Okay, God bless. Oh man, that's I've never felt so heard watching a movie before in my entire life. Oh,
Capture point secured.
God bless Hugh Jackman. So what do? We hold this big giga push and then Bob's your uncle? Is that it?
I'm listening.
Not enough luminite.
Standing fast.
Capture point lost.
Engaging boosters. Where's the damn beacon? What's the plan?
Well, this is the risk I'm going to take because I don't want a turtle. I'm going to move out. We're getting out on the map. It's happening. Deal with it. Deal with it. This is reality now.
Research complete.
Coming in hot.
Our forces are under attack.
Engaging boosters. Welcome aboard. Fish in a barrel. Stand by for some chop. Fish in a barrel. With extreme pressure. Radio.
Capture point contested.
Nav system is updated. Radio call.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the inevitable, right? This has to be the follow-up, more or less. And now he makes this big push to kill us. And we do everything we can not to die.
Upgrade complete.
What's the plan? On my way.
Yeah, we're cooked.
I'm listening.
This is it.
Our forces
This is it right
under
here.
attack.
I'm gone. Call it. Stand by for some chop. Ready. Bringing the heat.
Insufficient supply.
Oh my God, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, tasteless. Oh. Woo. Oh. Bro, that's like, again, so the goal, right? Go out there, I get enough damage done to where I feel like I've got it in the bag. I kind of want to look at that replay. Micro won the game. That's the thing I like about this game. The fights take so long. The fights take so long that like you can actually do a lot of meaningful micro and repositioning during those battles. Like everybody agrees that the Vulcan is weak because it's slow and because anytime you give it an action, it resets the wind up on its attack. So if I tell it to attack something else, or if I tell it to even just move or pick it up and drop it in the same place, the wind up resets. The Vulcan does 2 damage plus 2 versus light. Once it's been attacking for like 2 seconds, that ramps up to 3 plus 3 damage. And then I think it goes all the way up to like 6 plus 6 or 4 plus 4 or something like that. It depends on the upgrades that you have for it, more or less, like if it has the veterancy. But I think a level 3 veterancy can cap out at like 4 plus 4 damage. So the veterancy is a really big deal, but it literally doubles its damage from attacking over time. Yeah, it literally doubles its damage from attacking over time. So it's tricky because getting that maximum damage is really hard, and doing just 2 damage just doesn't really do a whole lot for you either. So at the same time, you're like, well, that's maybe not enough. You know, maybe this was enough, maybe that was enough. But I think that, yeah, I do want to look at that replay too. I want to know if he had a third base. But I think that you can really see using evacs with the Vulcan helps get around that because the evac can move so quickly. So because the evac can move super quickly, it's like the evac is the hand, and the Vulcans, the Atlas if you get there, and the Hedgehogs if you really get there, those are all kind of like the chess pieces, and then the evac moves them around the board. That's kind of how I like them anyway. But Vulcan shots are kind of, you can play around them, so the repositioning there is huge. So what was his build? He did kind of similar to me. Racks first, very standard. I went straight for Lancer. He went straight for Lancer. I'm gonna DM the Pookie. I'm gonna slide in those DMs. Hey, gorgeous. I'll get a call with her in a second after I look at this. So what did he go? First camp, just straight to here. I think Nino was saying in chat earlier, you can solo the slimes with one Lancer. I don't have the confidence to attempt something like that, or the attention span, but I like the one dog, one Lancer. That kind of helps. It helps a little. He waited for 2 Lancers. I guess 2 Lancers is easy mode, but I like the one of each. That's a little. That's the exact amount of stress that I can handle. That's the exact amount of stress that I can handle. Put in between the end and second either side. He can hit A4, level up, and solo the 5th. Why do they add more snowball mechanics like this and infest? Stalemate games? I don't think that that's an issue, though. I don't really feel like there are a lot of mechanics like that. I think stuff like that kind of gets overblown. Like, you kind of just sound like you're saying buzzwords, to be honest. But I don't think any of those things are issues. Infest is a really cool mechanic that they should try to keep in the game, because it's one of the most interesting things in it. I think it's really cool. They just need to make it so that it doesn't feel like cripplingly unfair to play against. That's all. Like, you know, it does damage over time, right? So you could lower the damage over time. You could lower how long it lasts. You could change the parameters for what makes an infested unit spawn, you know, the creep guys or not. Like, what if an infested unit that got killed by Vanguard couldn't turn? Like, what if you just nerfed their ability to steal creeps from Vanguard players with Infest? Like, that's a thing that happens. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of different ways to try and fix that. There's a lot of different ways to try and work on that, but it's not like Infest itself just has to go. I love seeing that in the game. I like that from a concept level. I would like to see them make it work rather than get rid of it. So he's got a decent amount of exos. Somebody wanted to see my graphics settings. This is probably a good time to show you, by the way. So just in case you're wondering, I play at 4K resolution. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. I play at 4K resolution, but here are my settings. Yeah, and I have, I use deep learning anti-aliasing with sharpness at 0.2. And I find that this makes things look really nice. I find that it makes them look really nice. So there you go. There you go. Is your monitor 144 hertz? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I play at 4K. I play at 4K 144. Well, I do 4K 120. Windows 11 has some issues with the 120 to 144 that are kind of, I don't know. You'd have to be the kind of person like me that dives deep into NVIDIA troubleshooting threads to gain cursed knowledge that would make you prefer 120 over 144. But yeah. I guess I could be playing in 144 if that's what I wanted, but I like that the frames cut down evenly in half because I record everything in 60 FPS. So I like having it. Does that make sense? If I play at 120 and the recording's at 60, then you know it should be. There's a little less opportunity for frame time to be irregular. So that's kind of how I think about it. It should make the stream smoother too, in a way, but what do I know? So we got the 2 Vulcans out, then we got the evac, and then we went for the drop. This was around the same time that he was getting set for his big push. So we were both going to hit each other at the same time, but I stole his speed camp. So my drop actually hits faster in a weird way. And then obviously I get all of his bobs. So he's kind of thinking to himself, well, if I run all the way home, if he runs all the way home right now, he's cooked because I'm going to be like unkillable and I'm going into tier 3 and all of that. Plus he just doesn't really have a way to deal with this. So the smartest move for him is to make this big attack and just push straight into my base. It doesn't look like he has upgrades though. He just has quick draw hustle. So that makes it so when the exo shoots, it moves faster for a little bit. So yeah, they took all the most OP parts of Stim and they just were like, yeah, they get this on hit. So they turned Stim from the Marine into an on-hit ability, but it doesn't raise attack speed, so I guess that's supposed to be the caveat. But they turned Stim into an on-hit ability instead of active ability. I was mostly just curious if he had a third base or not. I was curious if there was a third base. I don't think so. Common denominator, so much math. Yes, exactly. Exactly right. Exactly. Hey, Queso Loco. Thank you, thank you.
Ready,
Oh.
spread?
Oh. Thank you, Queso Loco. I think Katie's. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? This. I'll move it so that they can see. I can make the camera really big too. I have a button for that. I have a big camera button. Camera's not really been formatted for this scene, but you know, you can just imagine. You can just imagine that this was properly done, and Nathan didn't just haphazardly throw it together. But hi, this is us. Hi, Katie got Mia Claw. Would you like to say something?
Something.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Fabricant. Wise words from Katie. Everyone clapped.
Is that the man that's flirting with my husband? Biggest banana? Oh, Mrs. Nate, that's what he called me today for the first time. Hello, Chad. I hope you're well. I hope you're alive. Is that a dog? Larsh? He is restricted from chat. He's a banned user, actually. After he went on his Protoss grind, we just kind of forgot to...
Yeah, but he took his toy shark. He's lying down on his toy shark. It's underneath his head. Look. Oh. Sorry. He carries that little toy shark around, and he always puts it under wherever he's going to rest his head, and it's just adorable because he's had that toy shark since we first moved out here. That was like the first thing we got him. You said it was like indestructible too, and it's lasted, so. This is Lewis's toy shark. It has gone through a couple washer cycles, so it's not the filthiest thing on earth, but it's close. This is his best buddy. Oh, he said, "Don't take that from me. Don't take that from me." Such a strange creature. Josh.
That's so cool.
Yeah, isn't it?
There's words up there. Smell my cola. Why do you want somebody to smell your beverage? Why is that a choice you're making? Where's your camera?
It's inside there, the blue light.
Oh, it
see
might
the
be
little blue
shaking as a result. The move has been well. We've been living in Washington for 2 years? 2 years now? Been
Out here?
Mm-hmm. Chug. Oh,
Has
never
it
mind.
really only been 2 years?
It's been 84 years, mentally.
I feel like we've been out here for at least 5 now.
Could be. Definitely shaky at times. Yeah, that's what I've been noticing too. We're still working at hope to stream from you again soon. Katie hasn't streamed for 5 years. But I like popping up on here and messing with this man. In fact, I think we might be doing some co-op soon. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna play a game of co-op to wrap up the stream so that you guys can get your time, so you can unlock your access to play the game. It's very important to play video games. Remember that.
For the man that kept posting, how long are you streaming? Yes, he'll be streaming for at least another 20 minutes. I don't know if that's going to get to your 3-hour mark, but I apologize. But maybe I don't. I don't know. Fuck you. I don't know. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife. So, I think she just said everything that needs to be said. So we're going to play a game of co-op. This does still count as watching Stormgate. You guys don't have to hang out with us, but you could. We're going to have a beer. We're going to have a White Claw. We're going to play a game of co-op, and I'm going to try and build, 20 helicarriers. Does that sound good? I'm going to try and make, 20 helicarriers. That's my plan. Katie used to dishing out the verbal heat from ARAM. Did I tell you Katie had another game where she got quadra kill with Zaya this week? Disgusting. Absolutely filthy. She's been on a roll. No penta? Hey, some things just ain't meant to be. I stole the first kill, so it wasn't possible anyway. It was not possible. Oh, there, she's already online. Let's go. That's my wife. All right, I'm calling her. Let me know if the audio levels need to be adjusted, guys, okay? What's the 4th hero? This is Wars. So this is voiced, this character is done by Simu Liu. If you guys have ever seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, that Marvel movie, that guy. Or Barbie. If you guys have seen Barbie, he's the Ken that competes with Ryan Gosling Ken for Barbie's attention on the beach. But he's also in this game. So you're actually a single degree of separation away from Barbie and the Avengers by playing Stormgate. How crazy is that?
I don't know if that's how that works.
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Ooh.
Can you guys hear Katie okay?
Comes out.
No. Co-op time right when my pizza is done. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's do this. I've just been playing Blockade. I've been leveling him up because he's the free guy, and I figure if I make my Blockade video for when the game launches in free to play, you know, he'll probably be the guy people try the most first. So I'll turn her up. Thank you.
I'm just gonna say, can we ban Plaguebird from the chat? He just Discord messaged me saying no Penta with the mastermind gift, and I want to say that
He just DM'd you no Penta. You can add. I mean,
blocked, doxed, DDoSed. Level 15 Orlana, okay.
we got a level 15 on our team. Yeah, see, we're saved. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. This year you celebrated 12 years of partner around October 13 years of streaming, an entire life, Nathanias, and you got censured for saying facts from SC2. I hope you keep it up. Thanks, Jim Rising. I appreciate you, man. And you're somebody who plays Zerg, so I hope you know that I never had any hatred towards Zerg players. I said dumb shit for money. I love you, bro. He's a nice guy. Jim Rising's another dude who works really, really hard. He's thankfully doing very well, beyond his StarCraft career, and we love
Shout
him
out
for
to
that.
Jim Rising.
We love Jim Rising for that. Appreciate you, man.
How can I help? It's going up.
I never hurt nobody. I never do that.
I got you. Left right now. Fighting the good fight.
Is that your morph core? Are you purple or teal?
No, that's a level 15.
The level 15 is pushing with morph cores with us. Okay.
Fascinating strategy. I'm taking.
And their
notes.
morph
I got
cores
my-
they're still. Oh, you know what? I think I know why they're doing it, because they're just gonna take the base here as soon as we kill these units, right?
I had a feeling. I didn't want to be
That makes
aggressive.
sense. That makes sense, though.
Ah, it scared me.
Thinking's never been my strong suit.
Wait a minute. I recognize that name.
Hi ho. Hi ho.
They might be in chat.
There's some cool people in chat. Oh, I have my streamer mode on. I'll turn it off.
Our
It's
forces
okay.
I-
No,
are
probably don't.
No. I think it's fine. I only need it for 1v1. I had it off for my first game of the day, and the guy wrote me a whole book. I've just been playing all day with the name Richter Belmont for being conspicuous.
Ready and willing.
You're
I'm very cool like that, you know?
you're very cool.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this person has been in chat and
Now
asked
you're
some
Allies
great
are
questions,
under
which I
attack.
admired. And
Got a gamer.
I'm
Oh,
gonna learn a lot from them.
Draka! They were
Yeah.
cool. They were cool,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
It's nice when the name doesn't give me anxiety. I appreciate that. That's always nice. We got the shield.
Exactly.
We got the shield on. I put the shield on the turret at the last second. Me waiting to take this base, and the other guy's like, bro, it's not happening, man. It's not happening. Get over it.
How can I help?
Thank you for healing me, Lady Draka. What a champ. What a shug.
Look at us. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
My hero is dead because I'm very good at the game and I never make mistakes.
My God.
I definitely did not bungle taking the first camp by attempting to push the objective instead of securing the expansion. That's really not the kind of thing that I would ever do either, just to be clear.
Impressive. No, you would never do something like that. Like when we're playing Baldur's Gate and you just accidentally jump off the map and we have to restart for a bit. Oh boy, howdy.
Yeah. Use that. Make a liberal usage of the push mechanic. Wow, that 2 HP turret killed my Bob. There we go. I finally have a second base. We are officially gaming.
Allies are under attack.
We might have gotten a higher difficulty because of their level 2. What is this? Is that like a healing thing from it now too? Okay. Her morph core can just heal?
You know when you just play soccer on the side and then you like go to
Allies
the
are under
FIFA
attack.
World Cup or whatever it's called, and then you meet a professional player and it's like, wow, okay, I can learn
Yeah.
a lot.
Exactly.
So much.
we're playing with like the messy of Stormgate co-op right now. We just didn't even
That
know
is
it.
the Orlana in the game.
literally messy in our game right now. Holy crap, guys. Can't believe it.
Also,
I like that
everybody's day is well, going well. What would you say?
I was just gonna say I like that the enemy base was next to ours. Sorry.
Yeah,
yapping.
isn't that strange? Oh,
Well, I feel like my base was maybe a little aggressive. I don't know if I could completely blame the AI for this one. I kind of built it next to the turret, so.
oh, I do see our minerals right there.
Upgrade complete.
Look at that. Look at us.
See how I said hour there?
Insufficient energy.
Yes, of course. Are you going to put a collection array on my Luminite patch again? Is that where this is going?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is Katie's pro Stormgate move. That was your nickname in college? Messy? Ah, I get it, dude.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
get it.
okay.
Yeah, Lois.
Fighting the good fight.
Is there a camp? I should probably try. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go get that. That's what I'm going to do.
Allies are under attack.
He's going to take the objective. Not me. I'm too cool for that. Oh, he's getting the other camp. Never mind. That's a very smart move.
Maybe a she. We don't know. We don't know. Could be
That's
a
true.
lady in
That's
there.
true.
Shout out to the ladies.
Hey! This is illegal. It's a legal seizure
no
of my
idea what you're
resources.
talking
I'm gonna.
about.
I know John Stormgate. I know. My uncle works. My uncle works for Stormgate, and if you keep taking my resource patches,
Again, I wish I could see what's going on in your screen. However, I cannot. There's no way. There's nothing visible for me. So if you could just like I don't know, be
Upgrade
better at
complete.
this game.
okay, I'll
I mean,
try.
you already died once, and I love you. I
Invalid
love you,
location.
heart and soul. However,
It's true. It's true. I did not stick with my teammate, and I died. So I kind of did ask for it in a way.
This is our land. I got you. I got
Oh, he's made. Oh,
you. Fighting the good fight.
Katie's got the vectors coming out.
little fly boys, they go fast.
My ham. Oh, I died a second time.
So again,
Allies are under
if this is a skill issue,
insufficient energy.
It's just because I'm rushing helicarriers, you know? It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. It's not like I'm just getting carried by my teammates while I tech up to tier 3 so that I can A-move the objective right when you guys are ready to go for it yourselves. Because I would. Oh, I made two
Right.
central commands again. I also made that
Allies are
mistake. So
under attack.
that's okay.
yeah, you can tell it's the end of the stream. You can tell we're getting there.
Hey, you had a great ladder session. I'm proud of you. And also
Capture
to your
point contested.
Thank you.
anniversary. I have
Yeah.
gotten multiple DMs, by the way. When is the Pikachu soon gonna
Invalid
be a thing?
location.
Well, that's tomorrow's the official day. Tomorrow's the official day. So tomorrow I want to go. I want to go hard because I want to co-stream if a little bit. I might start early because I won't get tired if I just co-stream the Stormgate event that they're doing. They announced it, so
Upgrade. Upgrade complete.
we'll do a nice long Stormgate show tomorrow. I think because it'll be a good day to do that.
Allies are under attack.
I absolutely agree.
It's like I'm already playing the game, but in a way that's still kind of like the big day, I guess. We're almost there.
This person wants you to blink
Allies
twice
are
so they,
under
you know,
attack.
they exist.
Blink twice. I can't blink. That's asking a lot of me. Are you sure?
Research
Fighting the
complete.
good fight. Ready and will.
Have you seen me try to play video games? You want me to blink now?
This is our land. This is our land.
Nathan, stay with his teammate challenge. Difficulty level impossible.
It's okay.
I'm here.
Allies are
I'm pretty sure I found the mother of all Orlanas, and I'm going to
The mother of all Orlanas. We found the Queen
the
Orlana.
Taylor Swift of Stormgate.
What is it? It's like, oh, the bear doesn't
Where are you
beat.
going with this?
There was like the lion versus the bear, but then it came to what's like the ancient cave bear though, right? Or polar bear, like different types. You know, it's like there's Orlana, but then there's like the at the bottom of the Elden Ring, like Cathedral Orlana boss is kind of where I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it didn't land quite. It pictured it a little differently in my head, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay, you're getting there.
I can promise it was cool in my imagination, if that helps.
Ready and willing. Oh, it's on now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, I got the heals. I got the heals. That's a big boy right there. Now, see, this
That
is
is
a
a
guy that
chonker.
eats his Wheaties. Yeah.
Capture
When your kids ask you why you should eat vegetables, just make them play co-op. And when they lose to the giant unit, say, he eats carrots. There you go. Boom. They're building anti-air against me? That should be illegal. They're not allowed to counter my units. What the hell? This is like playing 1v1. I jest.
Our base is under attack.
We're having a nice little run here. I'm just trying to hold. I'm gonna try and defend us. It's like a big, really horrific looking blob monster entering our base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 20, maybe 30 people all kind of stitched together. Sort of guy.
You're familiar with the amount of people it takes to stitch together, something like that, Nathan?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, I was just talking about Elden Ring and the game's
Okay,
mode.
right.
Elden Ring is about. Whoa! He dropped like 50 guys when he blew up. What?
Under attack.
Well, Elden Ring is mostly just killing enemies that are just grafted against each other for the most part. That's kind of the point of the game, but yeah. You're right. It's not a great visual either.
Insufficient supply.
We're cooking now. We got a nice army.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna set up a bunch of repair turret guys by that spot, and then we should be good.
Ready and willing.
Insufficient supply.
Some heals.
Upgrade. Not enough luminite.
Ready to fly. Let's get underway. Following close.
So I'm gonna just make the little repair guys over here. How was your day, Katie? How are you? How are you? How are you? Today was like not as hot as the other days this week, so I'll start us off there.
Today was good. Thank you for asking. I had a very
Capture
productive
point
day.
secured.
Saving the accounting and payroll worlds, as it were.
And you're a real hero for that.
Yeah, no, there's more talks about future things for the stream. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. I will not spoil it for anybody, but good things are
Insufficient
coming.
supply.
We're planning some cool stuff. It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Allies
Um,
are under attack.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is our friend?
I'm just heading towards that top left. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna one tap
no.
this.
Secured.
I'm gonna one tap it. Here we go. Here we go. Bow, 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 bow. As soon as I get in range to launch, they're just gonna let a flurry go out and destroy everything.
Look at their army. That's crazy.
It's
Our
coming,
forces
and it can't
are
be
under
stopped.
attack.
This is so cool.
Yeah, this is an RTS. Yeah, so it's 3-player co-op. So imagine if you've ever played a game like World of Warcraft or any game where you like fight against like raids that kind of change up, you know, like daily events and games like Fallout and stuff like that. They have
Allies
they're kind of
under
RNG.
attack.
Like they change up what the units are, what the composition is. The map changes up a little bit. And this is still a very early version of it, but it's already got all the features, more or less, that StarCraft 2 co-op had in terms of being able to play the game out, and a lot of the map design is very similar. You guys probably, if you played StarCraft 2 co-op, you'd be familiar. One of the best guys that they have in charge of that, I think, is one of my favorite people that I used to work with at Blizzard, who... There's just a lot of good folks there that have spent a lot of time working on these more fun casual modes that ended up going to Frost Giant. So I think that's one of their biggest strengths
Our base is under
is that the
attack.
co-op is in the hands of the people who more or less made the best co-op stuff for
Our
StarCraft. So
forces are under attack.
you can really tell in this mode that the people who put this together knew exactly what they were doing, because it's already one of the more fun modes to play. And me and my wife have played it. How many missions do you think we've played, Kate? Probably like together at least like maybe 10 so far by now. Maybe more?
Our base is
Absolutely,
under
a little
attack.
bit more than that. And it's I've never played an RTS before, and again,
Allies are
I
under
married
attack.
StarCraft caster. But you know, it's a little intimidating to get into a game that's like 10 years old and more. So this has been really fun for me, and even like right now, just playing with this person that is a level 15 co-op
sniped it.
Celestial. It's so crazy, you know. It's like you're learning so much, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I don't know who's letting me. Shouldn't be allowed for sure.
There's a lot of. Oh, we're getting attacked. I got guys here though. I got guys. I'll save us. There's a big boy inside of Draka's base. I am coming. Oh, you're right. The name is Lady Draka, so that does make a little more sense there. Yeah, I'm paying. Me and my ability to pay attention when I'm playing a video game.
We
That's
also went to Pennsylvania, so
that's
schooling
yeah,
system
that's
self-reading
that
is hard.
Pennsylvania. That North Pocono diploma does not do me any favors. People see that and they want me less. You know, it's tough.
The only thing I wish that this
Allies
game
are
had,
under
that
attack.
obviously League of Legends has, is I wish I could emote and give like a heart or something.
Insufficient supply.
Yeah, cute emotes. They need to do little pop-up emotes that like show up in the top left corner like League. That's what I was thinking. Most of my suggestions for the most of my suggestions for this game, I'm just like, I really hope somebody there plays a couple games of League, because I feel like everything that they ask questions about when they're like, what do players like about XYZ? I'm like, really, some games have figured this out. Some games have figured this out pretty nicely. I'm not gonna say it's perfect, but I think some of those things could translate over. We win. This is it. I think we're there.
We are crushing
I don't have anything that I can teleport over to there. It looks like, oh, I can teleport to your hero. Never mind. I can blow this up too. Fantastic.
it. I mean, that's not my hero, but you know, it's fine.
No, did I teleport to the? No, I teleport to the teal hero. What are you talking about? Don't mess with me. Don't grief me. you try to pull fast one on me right there. You try to pull fast one on me right there. Nice. Well played though.
This is our
Yeah, so that was fun.
GG.
It's well, like the airstrike guys are so strong, and then you just drop like 7 of them at once, and it's like 5,000 damage. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yo, thanks for hopping on for a game, Kate. I'll see you in a sec.
Yeah, and thank you to Lady Draka in chat for joining us. Amazing, and you're my Taylor Swift now, so look out.
Oh, thank you. I love you, Pookie.
Love
I'll see you in a
you.
little
See you
bit.
soon.
That's my Pookie Katie. She's the best. I love her very much. Hey, we had a pretty great day today. So I want to give some shout outs. Today. I want to give a big shout out to my boys coming in and subbing, everybody supporting. Guys, I love doing this stuff. I loved doing all of this kind of stuff in StarCraft, you know, and you know, I don't think that I have much of a future over in the StarCraft world anymore. Although I do love that space, and I will be following. I encourage you guys to join me in watching their World Championship next year. But I just appreciate how welcoming everybody has been in Stormgate, and that really means a lot to me. And especially from StarCraft people, you hear some crazy stuff about me. It's not true. People made up a lot of weird stuff over the years, and I've just been trying, honestly, just getting away from that. It's just been super important for me. My goals are to stream the game and try and teach people and have fun and look for a way to always try and keep the game interesting, because that's what video games are for me anyway. It's a mental challenge as much as it is a physical challenge. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I think I just have thank you Solus Rex for the raid. Thank you Skillis. Skillis dropped a huge raid on us today as well. I want to give a big thanks to Skillis. He was incredibly kind earlier. Based God. And shout out to Jim Rising, because he just came in and said nice stuff. And he didn't have any reason to do that. I can't remember the last time I talked to Jim Rising, but he came in here and just said a bunch of nice stuff and left. And I really appreciate that. So yeah, I know there's lots of people. I know there's lots of people in the StarCraft space that miss me over there. But he's calling. You see him? He's like, Dad, you gotta hang out with me. Stop talking to the camera. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. My plan is to be on a little bit earlier. I hope to co-stream. I'll co-stream the EWC event. I know that since it is going to be the ESL thing at the EWC, there might be a lot of like ad breaks and stuff. So we'll try to find a way to keep it interesting. I'm co-streaming it through Stormgate and not through a partnership with ESL. So I don't think I'm required to do all of the extra stuff that ESL makes us do. So tomorrow should actually be pretty chill because of that. I think I'm just going to be allowed. I might just be allowed to co-stream it and play a couple games around it or something. That's what I would really like to do. ESO usually does not let us broadcast their stuff unless we show all of it, including the ads and all of the breaks and all of the desk segments. So normally that's just not, I would want to be able to fill in the dead time with content. That's what I want to do. So if you guys are ever wondering why I haven't co-streamed stuff, it's mostly because they say you have to do the whole 10 hours, no breaks, and no, you're not allowed to put anything on the screen. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, but otherwise I'll see you there. Stormgate goes free to play. If you guys have any questions about the game or you want to know more or learn more, hit up my YouTube, hit up the Discord. I'm just hanging out all the time, mostly just between, you know, cleaning up the crazy amount of fur that this guy gives off. His little golden booty. So that's about it. Way to go, Nate. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.